Yo, who just
And
shipped this?
we are back for a new session of the Scale Effect campaign. We're just gonna continue calling you Party A because we don't have names for the group yet.
Better party. We already said this.
Oh yeah, better party. You guys are better
Party
party.
that
I need
actually does stuff.
I need to update my notes and call you guys the better party so that it's updated and it's there. And what's making it funnier is I'm looking at the stream right now, just reviewing what I can see, and there are 2 ducks in the chat. So
Yeah, give it up for the
Yeah,
ducks.
baby.
Yo, y'all got any grapes?
Yeah, I duck with it. I duck with it.
Far-fetched reference.
Oh my god.
You gonna cringe, Evan? You gonna cringe and die? You gonna cringe and die, you little piss baby?
Ah!
Yeah, that's what I
I heard
thought.
that from upstairs.
Wow. Now, on that note, where we left off previously.
We were chasing 2 goons down an alleyway, and then Bryce couldn't
Chased them
catch
down.
No, I was gonna go through the recap, but I guess if you guys want to.
Here,
Oh, I thought this was a lesson. I'm sorry.
No.
I'll read
This is like
through my notes. Cracks knuckles.
yeah, cracks
Oh, I
knuckles
don't
and
have
flips a
those.
page.
Remember?
We met back up with Specs. A guard took us to the castle. We basically met 5 people in the room. 2 people were the monk human, that's Quiss, and the Aarakocra druid, that's Rob. And then Prince Joseph, Agarag,
Agrog.
I forgot to say that. And the other guy that we forgot to write down his name, but it doesn't matter. He's not plot specific.
Zeldrift.
They basically were like, "Hey, yo, the prince is here."
The arch
And
magi
he got-
Zeldrift.
Okay, Zeldrith.
If Zeldriff.
Zeldrith.
Zeldriff. Zeldriff.
Didn't we also meet like a changeling elf dude?
Yeah, that's Garrison, the book guy.
That's
Basically, the prince is trying to research his curse. That's unique lycanthropy. That is basically like
werewolf aid.
He got put into the mason
Werewolf
jar.
AIDS.
Yeah, and got turned into the werewolf.
This is the
Jericho
magicians.
Now, yeah. Now we're basically trying to research the rumor that Garrison and the prince found of the potion that could cure it being in the bad zone underneath the city where all the black market shit happens. And so we just got ganked, and
You were
we're basically
talking about 2
we're
half
trying to-
orcs and 2 goblins, who one of which
Complicated.
escaped. Quiet. And you guys have just
Right.
reconvened with each other somewhere near the kind of ramps leading up to the higher levels. You guys reconvened around that area. And it was all of you, so Calder, Svex, Umlik hasn't been around for a little bit. He's kind of been off on his own in the upper levels. Jotun, Orion.
Jotun is here. Or not Jotun. Svex is here.
Yeah, Svex is with you. That's why I said Svex is with you guys. Kosho. The only person missing from the group that went down there, which by this point Jabbers has reappeared, not being invisible anymore.
What about Kalik?
Kalik is the only one who hasn't reconvened, which, as you guys are kind of getting together, you turn to see him kind of half limping up to you guys, kind of bloodied.
The fuck?
His glaive is in one hand. In the other hand is kind of wrapped over his torso as he's holding what looks to be a pretty good gash mark in his side. A little bit of blood dripping from his lips. One of his eyes is a little swollen. And his glaive is drenched in blood, which you can only assume was someone else's.
Hopefully.
Yes.
I'll ask him what happened.
He coughs a little bit, splattering a little bit of blood on the ground. He says, I got jumped. when I got split from you guys.
Same over here. They must have been trying to separate us.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on him?
You can.
Cool. I'm gonna roll for that.
All right. So as you're laying your hands onto the wounds that Kellic has, and attempting to heal him, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm just tending to his wounds.
I'll just ask what happened to him. I guess.
Oh, he
Sure.
said though. He says they just wanted cash. They took my coin purse and most of them ran.
Ah, damn.
Did you
Well-
happen to see a lady Aarakocra?
No.
All right. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is down, so I'm trying to restart it now and fix it.
That's fine.
This is good. You just got here as we started. All right. And he.
Perfect.
So what did you roll in that cure wounds?
I got a 5.
You got a 5.
Pog.
So
Yeah.
the wound in his side, you kind of stop the bleeding for it. He's still pretty beaten up, but he's not bleeding as much as he was. There's still a little bit of blood like seeping from his lips and stuff like that. But the wound in his side is kind of closed up to the point that it's kind of in the stages of healing now that it's not gonna bleed, but it is definitely still exposed to the elements. He says, so what's the plan?
Well, I don't want to keep you down here injured. We don't want someone dying down here and have to carry a body all the way back up. So
Is
take
my
you up.
monastery nearby? We could try and rest up there.
That would be on
That-
the upper levels.
yeah,
Oh.
I mean that would be an area that we could take them if they have healers.
Do they have any sort of psychics or healers in my monastery in the light rune?
So based on the time you've been in the monastery, there's not in the ways of magic healers. They're more of
Spiritual
yeah,
healers.
there's spiritual healers, there's people they have healing herbs. They're good with bandaging and medicines, not in the sense of magics. There are a few that do have the ability to cure certain conditions like blindness, deafness, paralysis, things like that, but there's no magic
Gotcha.
really in the monastery.
So we'd have to take them to like a cleric or something.
He says, I probably could just sleep through this and feel better when I get up.
Well, let's take you up to rest then. I feel like we could do more searching, but I think we might be able to try and find somewhere else to put our interests into.
Kind of gives you a nod, kind of gestures for you to lead the way, setting his glaive on his back as he starts, following after you.
Okay. I guess I'll just like lead us back up and talk to Kosho about what his monastery might have. Because anything that they know, spiritually or whatever, might help us with this. Because I don't think Garrison can read that shit in books.
All right. You guys begin making your way up top side. What are you gonna talk to each other about?
Quick
I'll
question.
just be.
Yeah, this is your chance to roleplay here.
Could we
Can you-
consult my archives and see if there's any way to replicate the potion?
Can y'all hear an echo? Just
No.
want to ask real fast.
Okay.
Good.
I don't think so. You should be fine.
So based on your knowledge, you would need the actual potion to try to do that.
Okay.
But based on also what you've heard from Garrison about this potion, it may be extremely difficult to replicate this thing.
Potions.
Yo, Tan just dropped it. Doesn't even know what you're talking about.
Just this Goliath individual just walking with the party.
So we'll
Gulp. The potion was gone.
We'll, I guess, go take Calic to the inn that we met him at, and then we will
Remember
go to the
too that
monastery.
you do have a place that you can stay with the prince. He
Right.
did offer free housing.
Maybe the prince has healers.
Let's go see if the prince has a medical wing.
Hospital.
He probably does. We could take him there, but let's ask Calic first.
If anyone's gonna have healthcare in the city, it's the prince.
Jesus.
The best healthcare in the city.
Bryce had to go. He has to go get oil for his truck, so he'll be a little later.
Okay.
All I say is I came into my garage and there is weed all over the ground
He's on
You came
Twitch.
here
because
garage?
someone doesn't know how to grind properly and somebody left their stems everywhere.
Here in my garage with my
Who came in the
Lou
garage?
With my dedicated
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
Yeah.
You know, I love
All
more
right.
than my dedicated Lamborghini. Knowledge.
So you guys are currently
They are ascending to the upper levels of the city, either heading to the monastery, the inn, or the castle. They haven't really made a decision yet.
okay. And what was the thing about the potion?
We just
You
gotta
have-
find it.
Yeah, you guys have to find out where it is in the city. You guys have no knowledge on how to make one or anything about this potion except for it is a potential cure for the prince.
Oh, that's right. He's a lycanthrope. That's right.
Werewolf AIDS.
Yep.
It really is what it is. Like they
So
it's
the
just like,
term werewolf
ah.
AIDS goes best for the show The Magicians, where werewolves are super horny.
I've
I
never
got dog AIDS. Ah!
dog AIDS. That just sounds wrong.
Are
That
there
does
any
sound
werewolf
terrible.
cults around the city? Any
roll. I would say roll a history or religion
Investigation?
check.
If there are
I-
other people afflicted with lycanthropy
Oh, baby.
and they want
24
to try
history check.
and they want to try and get rid of it, I'm sure that there's other gangs trying to go for this thing.
So
Yeah, but then we have
Calder,
to deal with the gangs.
Calder, you know there are a number of lycanthrope cults or groups. None in this city that you know of, based on your readings. You do know there is one or two more in the Outlands, and there's been rumored to be one in the mountain range around the cave that you guys had originally entered. That was the dragon's lair, where you had
All the way
gotten
north.
all the way north. There's not really many. On occasion, there's one or two that'll appear in the grasslands and the hills, but they often keep to themselves and they don't generally attack villages and stuff like that. They try to, due to there being a lot of lycanthrope hunters out there, they tend to try to avoid conflict.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
looks like conflict came to them. Let's go.
So, I guess we'll get Calic. I'll ask him right now if he's fine with staying at the Prince castle, because now that he's involved, we
Oh yeah,
might as well give him the bonuses.
is the witch who put the curse on the prince still alive? I didn't know the specifics
It's-
about that.
Dude, that would take us like 4 sessions just to get over there.
Yeah,
It's all the way across the
she's
map.
in the swamps of Vandarth.
Could we theoretically go right to go left?
Yes.
Okay, it's like continuous around the map that you put, or is it like more stuff over to the right?
I haven't
Outside of the map.
decided.
Okay, yeah, that's why I was asking, because like it wouldn't be hard for us to just go straight up to Morian Bay and just
Yeah.
go up and around.
Oh, I just thought of a new artifact that would be fuck if you
'Cause
could approve it. At some
We could
point.
also stop by Normandy if we were to do that, and I could do some stuff there.
Yeah, we didn't
For
really give the
research
map that much ocean, so there probably would be more, but I don't know.
Okay.
The real question is, how long would it take us to get to the swamps, and how long do we have until the pinnacle of the lunar festival?
Days, so
You have like
not
a
enough
week,
time.
right?
You know that the lunar eclipse is tomorrow.
Ooh.
Wait.
You know it happens midday.
Huh.
It happens midway through the Lunar Festival on the...
Caleb, mute if you're gonna be hitting your bowl.
Sorry, I didn't know.
We had 9 days.
No. So the Lunar Festival goes over the course of 9 days. The center of the festival is when the eclipse occurs.
You know, I understand that, but at the same time, it does seem a little weird that it's about the lunar festival, and then like 4 days after it's already happened, they're still going. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's the Lunar Harvest Festival. It's more than just the eclipse. The eclipse is the big part. He's muted and deafened. Why did he do that? I'm explaining stuff to him.
He's hitting his bowl.
It's whatever. It's the Lunar Harvest Festival. The big pinnacle of it is the lunar eclipse. That's like part of the name, but it's also 9 days worth of celebration due to the successful harvest, the change of season, and other such things like that.
Well, harvesties, all right.
Well,
He says to the townspeople, and they are greatly insulted.
angry
So,
mob
I guess-
shows up, kills Calder.
Does Kalik care if we take him to the prince?
Buckets of water.
Calic just replies, says, I'm fine with staying at the tower if need be. So I can maybe do some reading or just sleep.
We'll take him there, and we will talk to Kosho along the way. And I guess Kosho, if you want to go over to your monastery and like
Just ask him for guidance.
ask him for permission for us to come. Or if not, if it's like only holy people allowed, then you just get the information and tell us.
I don't know. Yeah, he's still an adept, so he doesn't know like all the rules. So yeah, let's go over to the monastery then. So I just split or what?
Here, have Specs take Kalik, and then we'll all go with you.
Wow, that made it so easy. That is easy party split.
Yeah, Specs can catch up in a bit.
And as a note too, as you guys get to the top, you probably only have about an hour, 2 hours of daylight left, because from the last session, you guys spent a lot of the day shopping, and then you went down to the lower levels around the beginning, mid-afternoon-ish, and then did some searching around and were attacked near the end of the afternoon.
Right.
At the black market, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you send Svex off with Kalik. They both head towards the tower, and as Kalik is leaving, he just pretty much tells you guys to, meet up there whenever you guys get done, and we can figure out more plans.
No, fuck you, Kalik.
Wow.
Okay, that's fine.
Jabber sticks with you guys. He just kind of quietly follows behind.
Good boy.
So you guys head to the monastery. It is a very... It doesn't fit in with the city. Very large, like marble temple. Large front steps. Big open front kind of entryway. Heading inside, there's a lot of people dressed in various different robes, monks walking about. And you also notice there are some people that appear to not be monks. Also,
what clothing are they wearing?
The ones that don't belong, a lot of them look to be scholars.
Ooh.
A couple of them from the wizard colleges that are around the city.
Hog.
What is this monastery's opinion on? Yeah, monetary. What is this monastery's opinion on walking corpses?
You wouldn't know.
So okay. Well, what I can tell you is the last monastery that I was a part of did not allow that. This one, I'm assuming probably not, as long as you're somehow righteous.
So he's helping a righteous cause.
As long as you have good karma, then you'll probably be okay.
Actually, if you want to roll a history check for the
Yes.
short time you've been
Wait.
here, you might know more.
Who? Me
You.
or him?
You.
My Wi-Fi is out until 9.
Oh, no,
so
not you. Not you.
Me.
Kosho.
Okay,
Me.
I figured.
Kosho.
Yeah, I can do that. Let's see here. History check. My intelligence is kind of low, so let's see here.
Yeah, it is.
How
yeah.
How are you, dumb monk?
I punch you good.
Monks
Monks-
aren't meant to be smart. They're wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a lot of experience from their reincarnation.
Well, yours
Okay.
does.
Well, specifically mine does. Yes.
The only
Reincarnates.
practical intelligence in most cases is wisdom. So I don't know how that's not intelligent.
Wisdom is more of your
Like-
survival instinct, and it's
Fair
more
scenario.
natural. Intelligence is gained over time.
Intelligence is book smarts. Wisdom is street smarts. It's like
Yeah,
the
that's a better way to
Wisdom-
put it.
Everyone does it.
So,
like,
what did you roll,
wisdom-
Kosho?
I got a 14.
Okay.
Not bad.
By the way, I'm using real dice because I'm not logged into D&D Beyond.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
You know your modifiers.
Yes.
Okay. As long as you know your character stuff, you're good.
Yes, ma'am.
So with the 14, you know, there's not quite an opinion on that. They don't judge people based on them being undead or not. This monastery more is about the pursuit of. They're very big on the pursuit of knowledge of various different things.
Nirvana, of course.
And they also, based on what you know, they also have a large archive of
Drugs?
hidden information that has been stowed away so that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Gotcha. Okay,
Um,
interesting.
Alright.
And you know that there's only
Yotan?
an exclusive group of people who has access to such information.
Ah, I see. Is it a council or is it one person?
It's there's probably, based on what you know, there's maybe a handful of people that are able to access this archive, including the master of the monastery, which would
Council will
be
decide your fate.
yes, the council will decide your fate. You
Yeah.
have been deemed unworthy.
All right,
The
fun.
Are these,
Master Renshi.
Master Renshi.
Rensi
After Roshi?
Rensi is
Are
the
these
one of the people you know has access to this place.
Okay.
Mute yourself while you hit your bowl, you damn smoker.
And as you guys enter, you actually see Master Renshi in his. He kind of always positions himself at the very head of this monastery's room. Before, it's not quite a shrine, but it is it's a large mural that's been carved into this giant piece of stone that's just sitting before the end of one end of the monastery, and he is always positioned on a mat just before it. The rest of you, which Kosho would have known this already, the man. This monk is a large turtle
Cool.
who is sitting as he's meditating with a staff across his lap. And as you approach, there seems to be a shimmer of light around him as you kind of approach him.
What, like glitter or just pure luminescence?
or like golden key?
Like
Hiss! No.
it's just like this, like it's almost like there's a glistening in the air around him, and just before you reach him, the shimmering disappears, and he kind of turns to all of you as he rises to his feet.
Let's see.
Ah.
Is
Okay.
that you?
Okay. I want to let's see. Was he in meditation? Was he in deep thought? I didn't catch that part.
He kinda.
Kind
You know,
of.
he
Okay.
he often sits in the front, and he kind of sits there for hours, not saying a word.
Okay. I apologize to him and I say, I'm sorry for disturbing your mantra, but I have very important matters to discuss with you.
He says, "Oh, it's fine." He says, "I was just doing my normal routine. What brings you and your friends?"
Well, first, do I want to tell him first about our friend, or...
Let's not leak information about the
Okay.
prince to a local monastery that might take
Okay.
power.
Then do I just simply ask about the archives?
Just ask
I
about any
guess, yeah.
knowledge about a potion.
Okay. Then, alright, so I say, Sensei, we've been on we're trying to make this a short journey. Do you know anything about perhaps a potion that can cure lycanthropy?
Lycanthropy.
I know,
Lycanthropy.
I know.
He said,
Trust me, I know.
He says, "I've heard rumors. Heard of one in the city, actually, at one point or another. Little
Interesting.
whispers going around." He kind of starts walking to one side a little bit as he slowly kind of moves around the group, kind of looking over each of you as he does. He says, we don't have any records of any of these potions. They're quite rare."
I see. Do you know anything about the ingredients or the possible, I guess, alchemists
He
that could have performed such a feat?
shakes his head no as he continues to move around the group. And
I wonder
based
how
on
much
what all of
turtles-
you can see, he can move. He's
Wait,
moving
is there
very
insight?
slow.
Can I do a wisdom check?
You can do an insight check if you'd like, yes.
Sweet. Okay, you know what? Let me open up this bad boy.
Let me open D&D and Beyond.
I'm gonna nudge Calder.
19!
He's telling the
I'm
truth.
gonna nudge.
Awesome. Okay, good.
Nudge me
You're
and ask
like...
what?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say we like virtuous deeds.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize you were rolling right there. My mistake.
Don't worry about it.
So yeah, I was just gonna nudge Calder and make a soup gesture, wondering how much turtle soup this guy would make. You know what I'm saying?
I'd like smack him, be like, "No, be polite. This is his home, basically."
You hear a very soft chuckle come from the man as he seems to have seen this little exchange.
Wait, you can interpret it? I'm not even speaking.
Can I...
He
Yeah,
can
I was
still
gonna
see
say
you.
that's kind of sauce.
He can still see you.
Can I ask-
Oh.
Can I ask you if there's a way to locate a person in the city by meditating?
Oh,
He gives you a nod and he says, there are many ways to find someone through meditation. He says, it just depends on which one works best for you.
Dude, this guy is just like...
And he goes and sits back down at his in his spot as he's looking at all of you still. He says, such a person may be hard to find.
How did he know who we were looking for?
Oh, wait, so you already know about their key?
I mean, he's clearly a lot. He's a turtle, dude. Just assume he
Does
knows
Matt-
everything. He's
Well-
a turtle monk. He interpreted things without me saying words. Just assume this guy is an absolute
He
god
used
amongst...
he used 2 key points to figure out what you were trying to say in sign language. Which is
Interpret
Not
interesting.
even sign language. That's why it's so sus. It's not even sign language. Only
Well-
Calder fucking saying.
It's key, man. You can find many things through
key.
key.
It's the inner flow of the
Key.
world that
It's the
passes
flow of the
through
life.
me
Wait, but
and passes
wait,
out
it's
my
the flow of life, but I'm not
big turtle dick. No.
Wow. This is really going to this place already. Wow.
He stands up and it's just swinging out of his shell. No.
It's a tripod. No.
I guess we'll just go ahead and ask him, like, if you know what we're here for, can you help us?
You know that our cause is righteous. Could you
My
please
cause
help
is
us?
your mom, all right?
He
Just let
nods
him
and
help us.
he says, I have seen something dark moving around the lower levels of the city. Something that I can't perceive when I am trying to. It's as though the answer you might be looking for may be already with the prince. And he kind of
gonna
gives you a
nudge.
smile.
Go ahead.
He just gives you all a smile.
Maybe
Okay.
with the prince? What do you mean? Like somebody might know within his royal advisors, or
With that information, I'm going back.
it's
Calvin
time.
just spins on
Right,
his
do you
heels
think-
and walks
the
out the
prince
door.
has
Like-
yellow pages we can look up?
What?
I'm
The
gonna
yellow pages.
Yeah, like female Aarakocra, you know.
Interesting.
Perfect.
Let's go
Hot
ask our
female
boy.
Aarakocra in your
I'm about
area.
to say, is there like a Bumble or Tinder I can use? Maybe I'll match with her.
Oh my god.
No.
I'm gonna
Maybe a
nudge Calvin.
Craigslist.
We are in an age of Arcana, not of iPhone.
So is there a spell that's no?
No, isn't there like? Can we like? I'm trying to think if there's a person in the castle that can like detect
Use
find
iPhone.
the person.
There were
Use
two that possibly could.
Okay.
All right,
but-
I'm gonna nudge Calvin and put my hands up, reminding him how big and weird turtle penises are.
Did
You
you
Now
say-
that I'm aware and me, I need him like not be embarrassed in front of everyone.
I'll just nod. I'll be like, yes, I noticed too. Come on, let's go.
Oh my lord. Alright, so you guys head out of the monastery with your very interesting responses. And you guys are heading back to the tower?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. Upon entering the tower after being escorted in by guards, as you have been multiple times before, you find the prince sitting with Agrog and Zeldrif again. And they seem to be in the middle of a very heated argument. Agrog and Zeldrif are both not shouting, but they're very tense with one another, while the prince seems to be lost in thought and not entirely sure on what he should do. As you guys enter, both of the magic casters turn towards you, silencing their debacle. And the prince lifts his head to look at you and says, "Oh, I was wondering when the rest of you would come back." He says,
Well, we have a few questions for you, bud. Do we? Do we not? No? Okay.
I'll ask him.
Mr. Asimar,
What?
aren't you a elemental
Ganassi.
thing? Oh yeah,
Ganassi.
same thing.
ASMRs are angels.
No,
I'll
same
ask
thing.
him. We just want to talk. We tried to find some hints of the Underdark, and we had one lead, but nothing. But we also went to Kosho's monastery because he wanted to go there to see if his masters could help him spiritually find this man or this potion. And we got told some weird news and would like to go over it with you.
He says, yes, I'm sure that's all important, but and he holds up a letter that is in his hand. He says, this is a little more pressing at the moment. He kind of holds it out for one of you to take.
I'll take it and read it out to the party.
All right. So it reads, actually, would you like me to send it to you and you read it aloud?
Yes, I would like that.
Awesome. let me make it so that I can actually do that because Notepad is a bitch. Because that's how Notepad B is a bitch.
I don't mind a notepad, a text document.
No, it would come as a
A format.
picture. It'd come as a picture. Here's what it says. Here you go. I have sent it to the chat, and it's all There we go. Now you can read.
All right. I'll read out the letter. I heard from a little birdie that you need a cure for your little curse, and I think I can supply. But there is a price. I require a vial of your noble blood and assurance that I will not be pursued or attacked. That should be reasonable, as I've heard this little curse is quite the expensive potion, and that
Cure.
I could easily drain
cure.
this kingdom of all its reserves with.
Yeah, that says
Send who
cure.
you want. Oh. Send who you want with the vial and have them meet me in the 12th level of the city where the sewage ducts begin. If they attack, this deal is off, and I won't hesitate to take this curse. Cure elsewhere, sorry, or just destroy it on the spot. It's your choice. I suggest cooperating with my demands. They aren't unreasonable, and this will make us all happy in the end. And no questions can be asked because I won't be answering anything. In.
He kind of looks at you guys and kind of a almost looking for an answer kind of look, and Agrog gets to his feet and says, "We've been arguing about this for several hours. I think we should go with the demands, but Zeldrif here believes we should not and find another way." Zeldrif kind of huffs a little bit and crosses his arms.
Can I
Kind of like
speak
this
to you
little
in the
birdie.
DM private chat real quick?
I was
Um,
gonna to Calder's veins if he had any, or to anyone's veins if I have any, and like basically asking what he could use the blood for potentially in magic, if Calder knew.
I'll say there are theories of using blood as a focus, a more powerful arcane focus, but those are just theories. In the college, we were banned if we tried to practice any of this or research any of it.
What else could it not be used for like anything? Because like anything related to them, like binding to them, or
See, blood as a magical symbol represents the person's life and represents their life force and their being. So anything powerful enough to know this information should be worried about.
I
I
don't think you
have,
should give the blood to them.
yeah, I
They
have
use the
one
word
question.
little birdie, and I think that's kind of bird racist. So
God damn it.
Bird racism. No way. Who could have thunk it?
I have a question for you, DM.
yes. All right, I guess I'm gonna move. Yes.
Is this the same letter from the first session
No.
where we were
Hand-
supposed
The
look
handwriting's
for-
different.
Okay. Also, you never told us look for the mark. Oh wait, no, never mind. That would be the prince's curse mark, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, the prince has a curse mark. Yeah.
Okay. Because Almora seems notably different from the Outlands. The new moon doesn't seem to excite the wildlife here. That is sus. I still have that written down from the first session, but
Yes.
okay. As long as it's not correlated, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, as you can tell, there's no correlation.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
deep into it. I'm probably
Alright.
am.
No. Okay. Answers have been given. Now.
it's not. All right. We
Now,
know that.
as we were doing, so Agrog looks to you guys now and he says, "What are all of your opinions?"
I say no. This is too suspicious, too shady, and too convenient for them.
Jabbers kind of gives a shrug as he doesn't know.
I'm gonna look over at Calder and ask, "Is it essential? If it's if it's essential, we cure his lycanthropy as soon as possible.
I'll nod. I'll say, here's the thing. The lunar eclipse happens tomorrow. We don't know if his curse is going to react. So it's do this now or not at all.
But couldn't we just take the precaution and have him locked up the whole day?
See, but we don't know if that cage is going to protect him or is going to keep.
Evan had
What?
Sorry, Calder. I'm gonna put my hand on my head. Calder, like representing Calder's vision, because I'm pretty sure you shared it with everyone, right?
Yeah, I did. I just don't want to reference
that
that
werewolf.
to the prince. Yeah, I don't want to have the prince afraid.
Well, I mean,
I'll say,
he doesn't know what I'm saying.
yeah, I know. I'll kind of mention to fuck, what's your character's name? Orion. I'll mention to Orion, like, I'll motion to the mark and I'll be like, we just don't know what'll happen,
Gotcha.
and we want to prevent everything that's possible.
It'd also be a bad look if the prince didn't attend the lunar festival.
That's the thing, is
How would,
Wait, is Jabbers good at
how-
disguise?
Jabbers
Wait.
kind of shrugs and gives a he shrugs for a moment and he thinks, and he kind of gives you a nod.
What if we had Jabbers
How-
dress up like the prince and give a really short speech that he practices, and then we keep the prince under supervision?
you know that might
wait,
actually work. That
what
might
the
work.
fuck?
know it's the prince? How would the guy know it's the prince's blood at the exchange?
That's true too.
That is true. Yeah.
Around this
What if we
point,
just go get a junkie and get his blood?
what's everyone's passive perception for me, real quick?
11. Investigation is 15 though.
Mine's
passive
13.
perception.
My internet's still down.
I can look up yours.
I wanted to ask
Mine's 13.
Agrog and
Okay, so anyone who has a, which I know Jotun is one of them, anyone with a 14 or higher around this point notices as Garrison just seems to materialize behind the prince. And he kind of leans forward and he whispers something in his ear for a moment before sitting back up and then clearing his throat to get everyone else's attention. He says, he says, I think we should go with the demands and then reverse
Can I get a reminder?
engineer this
Alright,
potion
Paul.
and make more. Who knows? It might be helpful.
the
I
thing with
apologize,
that is that if
my
we
internet
destroy
just
the
cut out.
potion, if we destroy the
No, my
potion
internet
in that process, then we have no way of getting it back.
He says, oh, there's no worry on that. I only would need a very small amount.
But there's no guarantee that would
And-
work.
As he says this, Calder, he's making eye contact with you again. Roll a perception check for me, actually. Calder.
Okay.
We also don't know if he has a lycanthropy. He
14.
could just have any potion.
Okay. As he says this to you for a brief moment, you see his eyes change the way that they changed the first time you met him. The more feral yellow eyes coming out for only a moment. Before he kind of turns his head a little bit, he says, of course, it's your choice, all of yours. He says, though, I would like to speak with you, Calder, alone. And he kind of gestures towards the staircase. He says, if you don't mind.
I'll say, of course not, my prince. And I'll tell I'll kind of nudge Jotun and like point in the direction of the two mages, and I'll be like, try and get information from them.
We should ask if they can
Yeah,
narrow
I
on.
don't speak.
I
I
know
can-
that, but you can get the party to.
So
Plus, you're beside me, so
you're gonna go with Garrison.
Garrison.
Garrison's the one who was talking to you.
Oh, I thought it was
Garrison is
Prince.
the ones whose eyes went yellow.
You said the
for a moment.
Prince.
No, I meant
Yeah.
Garrison. Sorry, I apologize. It's been a
Dude,
long day.
I was like, he's about to change on me.
No.
Fuck!
It was
I was
Garrison.
gonna DM.
It was Garrison.
I was gonna
I
DM Caleb, be like,
apologize.
go sit near the stairs. I'm about to get jumped.
I'm sorry. I said
Garrison's
the wrong
like
person. I meant
changeling, and I feel
Garrison.
like
This-
Oh my god, you're fucking.
My brain
mic's
went one.
coming down.
My brain went one way. My mind went the other. Or my mouth
Dude.
went the other. I
I was about to be
apologize
like,
for the scare.
Fuck!
Yes. No, it was Garrison. It was Garrison who came in, said that stuff. His eyes changed, and then he asked for your audience.
Because I didn't perceive Garrison coming in, so I didn't know if it was like he came in and vanished. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
Alright, yeah.
literally was a
Garrison?
the exact same Evan.
Gary?
Like, I did
Yeah.
not trust him.
I was like, his eyes went feral yellow. I was like, fuck! I have 18 HP!
Yes, but it is Garrison who is asking
Okay,
for your audience.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll head to the stairs. I don't mind being jumped by Mr. Mage Man. I don't care if I get one-shotted.
Mr. Mage Man, I like that.
I was about
Okay,
to say, can I
so-
still?
as you are starting to go to the stairs, he actually stops you before you get to the stairs. Kind of holds his hand out to you.
Mhm.
And do you take it?
Yes, but I don't interlocked fingers.
As
Yeah,
you
like,
make
what do you-
contact with his
Hey,
hand,
no.
a large doorway opens before you, and you are both thrusted through and disappear.
dimension door.
Pause. I need to
Dimension
take
door.
notes. Hold on. I haven't been taking notes for a second. I need to catch up.
I will give you
What
30
the-
seconds. I'm gonna go grab something.
Ah!
You just
Fuck!
got fucking snatched, boy.
I got kidnapped.
Well, this isn't good.
Dude, you
Just
just got
realized-
fucking like Rick and Morty or some shit. What the fuck was that?
I just realized Orion actually looks like a fucking Farfetch. That's hilarious.
All right. So, let me continue. So, Calder, we'll continue with you real quick.
Hold on.
Your vision blurs for a moment as you are thrusted through what it almost feels like you're going through a cold pocket of space for like a moment before
Dimension door or gate?
Dimension Door.
Thank you.
That is the spell you would know. You would know the spell. And upon getting to the other side, you see what looks to be a small study with a in one corner there's a cot, several tables covered in different papers, books. There's a alchemy set, very advanced alchemy set, pressed against one of the walls, which seems to be covered in various liquids.
Come. No.
No. And Garrison steps away from you and walks about 4 or 5 feet from you before turning around and dropping his disguise. And standing before you is a roughly the same size as before, a tall, jackal-like humanoid creature standing before you. And if you would like to make an Arcana check, you might be able to identify what this creature is.
Pog. Fuck. 12.
12. You know. You've heard. You can't think. The name is slipping from you. Of what this creature is.
Is it deep lore or can I use my sage feature?
You would know that this is a Yogoloth of some sort.
Y-O-G-O.
Yugoloth.
Cool.
But you can't remember which specific kind it is.
That's fine.
And he turns to you, extending one claw in your direction and gestures to your wrist. He says, I wanted to speak with you about that symbol on your arm.
What do you want to know about it?
He said, I would be willing to take it from you, if you are willing to part with it. But I won't force anything. I just find it very fascinating.
Take it from me, how?
I have my ways to remove such a rune from an individual.
And yet you don't do that with the prince? It seems
His,
like it's the same sort of thing.
his is different. Your rune can be swapped with others. His, not so much. His is very particular.
Uh-huh. And what would I get in return for this? If I do it?
I could probably find something worth your fancy, but as of right now, I have nothing to offer. But if something does come up, I will let you know. It's as though I could offer potential research opportunities. You seem to be very interesting yourself, anyways.
I will think. I will think about this offer. I I assume you overheard me telling the party about about the vision that I had.
Yes, I did. I hear most everything that happens in this tower.
I have yet to have another, and I feel like it is coming soon. But hmm, research does intrigue me. I will get back to you whenever you come up with an offer. I want to say that the offer must include the research plus something else. And the research being non limited, as in, I can come to you when I find something or contact you when I find something, and you will be there to help.
He says, yes. He says, the maybe I can offer you one more thing. And he kind of gestures for you to follow him as he pushes through another doorway on the edge of the chamber. And as you follow, you find another large. It's a large circular room, and in the center there's a teleportation circle. He says, "When you gain the ability," he says, "I may be able to offer you a landing point." And he gestures to the rune at the center of the circle. If you remember the rune, write it down, memorize it however you do. Feel free to drop by whenever you feel the need.
Mm-hmm. Again, I must wait for the other material. Yeah, Chris, you can get this. I must wait for the other, not ends, but the other parts of this offer before fully going through with it. But I
Oh
do
no, of
think we have a
course.
deal soon.
Take your time. It's just I'm offering this more as a freebie.
Ah,
You
okay.
interest me. So you take a minute or two to kind of sketch
It would
down the
it would
rune.
be written down in my spell book in the
Yeah,
very back, and
yeah.
I
You,
have
you you do a quick sketch of it and get it all figured out.
and I will ask out of character, at what level do you want me to get this teleport? Because I could wait till I get actual dimension door and actual
So
gate and
dimension door
actual.
doesn't work with it.
Okay.
Your arcane knowledge would know this. You would need either the spell teleportation circle or teleport in order to get to the circle. which I think teleportation circle is a 5th or 6th level spell, and teleport is a 7th. So you have some time before this technically
so much
fast
time
travel
before that.
awful. This technically when this fast travel ability comes into play, you will have had a decent amount of experience by this point. Probably would have encountered more than just this one.
Yeah.
Um,
So I would have to level up
a few
to
times.
level 9, so double our level before I get this.
Yes. And
I
as he
have a-
turns back to you, he says, oh, actually, what are you going to say real quick?
I was just gonna ask what exactly dimensional door is, and if it's something that can be taught. I was wondering, is it like a pocket dimension that you can visit, or is it like you place a door somewhere and you can walk outside?
It is a spell that allows you to travel up to 500 feet in a specific direction at a specific point. Garrison has teleported him to a chamber of some sort that is in the castle.
Is
Or
it
near the castle.
Is it possible to have your own like little passive pocket dimension, like your own little travel home that you can open up essentially whenever?
I think you're thinking of Magnificent Mansion.
Holy
That
crap.
is a
Sounds a
spell.
That sounds a bit overkill for what I was thinking, but yeah. All right, I'll look into it myself. You guys go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
so,
you.
yeah. Now he turns to you, as he's turning to you, Calder. He says, though, I would like your opinion on this whole cure endeavor, and I would ask that you push for this,
Hmm.
but I won't force you.
I have heard very little rumors of blood being used as a focus for magic, and I do not want the prince to be a target for this type of thing.
Yes, I had the same thought, but based on the knowledge that I have of this little situation, I don't think that'll be a problem. And if it does become a problem, I have a few means of snuffing it out.
Okay.
I need the prince in order to
Right.
continue my own research.
Man, a lot of people need the prince for their own research these days.
Okay. I say, I feel like I can try and push then. With as long as the prince knows that I am supporting you. I don't want him to try and be deceited with us being separated in his view of the opinion. I feel like it would have more value to him if we talked and both supported one decision.
That's good. Then we're on the same page. He offers his hand to you again.
Before I leave, I just want to. Where on the map am I? Is this in the castle?
It's within 500 feet of where you were.
Oh, okay, cool.
Your
All right,
knowledge
yeah.
of Dimension
Well,
Door, knowledge of Dimension Door, you have been teleported somewhere nearby.
Right. Okay.
All right, so you take his hand, and the same doorway appears for a moment. You are rushed forward, and you have reappeared back in the room. Now, during the time that Calder was gone, what were the rest of you doing?
Haha, now it's time for my piss break.
I think I went up to the mages and asked about if there's a way to track someone in the city.
Okay, so you went up to Agrog and Zeldrif. Their names were leaving me, and it was making me really sad because they're both my characters. Okay, so they kind of look to each other, and they almost seem to be arguing, like without saying anything to each other. They say, "Yes, there are ways." Agrog says this. He says there are ways to track an individual. There's a couple of spells. that you can use, rituals, other such things. Though,
What information is needed to track someone?
well, one spell that I know of would be Find Person, but I unfortunately do not know that spell, and I don't think either of us are. I don't think Zeldriff has it prepared. And he shakes his head.
I
And-
understand.
And he then says, actually, even after years of research, I do not know the spell. It is one that has eluded me.
I understand. Thank you for your time.
He gives a nod.
Thank you for your
Um,
time. Okay, so the guy doesn't know the spell. All right, so where to now, folks?
It's a great question.
Would I be back by then?
As they're, I
Or
guess,
would
as
they be?
they're discussing between each other, you would make your reappearance with Garrison, who has put back on his disguise. So the rest of you only see this elven individual reappear in the room with Calder as he had left. And he turns to you, Calder, before. He turns to you right after you guys get there, and without moving his lips, you hear his voice within your head saying, "You do not speak of a conversation with anyone. You do
Yes,
not
I'll
tell anyone of
reply.
my appearance."
I'll reply, of course, telepathically. I'll say,
Mhm.
okay.
Gives you a nod, and then he proceeds to just bamf out of the room, disappears.
Yotan's gonna look over his shoulder and hold up one hand as a circle, like his fingers in a circle, and his other hand just pointing his index finger out and then putting his index finger into that circle.
The sex symbol.
We have 0 leads. That's what that means.
Well, you have a location
No,
to
as in,
meet with the
I'm
individual.
questioning what you were doing. Hint, hint. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll come back and be like, he just wanted to talk in private. I don't know why it was such a private discussion, but I'll let you guys know later.
And the
All right,
prince
way
kind
to
of
just shit on his,
No, that wasn't me literally being like, yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all he's a Yugoloth. It's just like, no, that's just me saying like I'm gonna tell them the information that they should know, like me possibly losing the fucking mark,
yeah.
because it's kind of big.
Just kind of.
The prince looks up to you and he says, "So, what are your thoughts on this, Calder?"
I'll say, well, after a brief conversation with Garrison, I think I am gonna side with him, and that you should take the offer.
Zeldris looks completely baffled by this, and a little irritated while Agrog nods in agreement. Does anyone else got anything to put in?
I'm just gonna silently shake my head.
I will second that motion.
I guess you'd be entering and seconding at the same time.
Yes, but I enter through blood magic through the floor.
You don't
Hey,
have
wait a
that.
second.
You don't have that.
Just be completely meta for no reason. No,
You would have
Yeah,
just come in
exactly.
on the conversation. You wouldn't have known what was going on because you would have been upstairs with Kellic, who you helped get to a kind of a resting chamber so he could rest from his wounds that he had accumulated underground.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
That's exactly what happened. You didn't know because you weren't here. Agrog stands up and says, "I guess we've come to a decision then."
Okay, so wait, are we just gonna accept it willy nilly and not do
No, no,
anything
no.
beforehand?
We will make plans for trying to get as much information out of this in character as possible.
The prince gets up and he says, "I will speak with Garrison, and I will get the vial to you by the morning, and we'll have you all go down in the morning." And he leaves the room. Zeldriff, who's very irritated by this, makes a couple of swears under his breath. Nobody here speaks Infernal, right?
Fuck!
I do not.
I speak primordial.
I think I speak deep. Yeah, never mind. Oof.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. I
Deep
might.
speech hog.
Hold on. I always speak some weird language. Hold on.
If anyone specs will know it.
Just out of nowhere. You're like, oh yeah, this.
What's the language exactly? Can you? I still don't have my internet up. I'm gonna try and
Let me-
look it up. On my
Let me
phone.
pull your character up for you then.
Should just have his character up because he can't
I'll,
see it.
I'll have it up. It's fine. You speak.
He does speak
he
Infernal.
Speaks Infernal.
Wow.
Great,
So-
a non-speaking character can speak Infernal.
The guy who
I
can't say anything.
I can speak racial slurs, which is the same thing, basically.
No. They're
Okay,
not.
well, then no.
I can speak racial
Weird.
slurs. They're the same thing.
It's in my languages tab. Check it. No.
Pretty much what you get out of his little bit he's throwing is he is throwing some very, very deep insults in the direction of Agrog. Things that if you were living, you might shudder at the things he's saying. But the fact that you are undead, you are unfazed. And he departs the castle, slamming the door behind him in anger.
Understand.
And Agrog
I'm just gonna
chuckles a little bit.
Bitch boy.
I'm just gonna
bitch boy. No.
nudge Calder and point that out as just like say that was significant in some way. What he was saying.
If you can like gesture word for word what he says, I guess Calder would shudder. She'd be like, oh god.
Yeah, you get a basic
I mean-
idea.
I'll be like, damn, that was intense.
Would it be funnier? Would it be funnier if he had to do like some kind of roll to see, dependent on his charisma or something?
Yeah, let's
Make a
roll.
con save.
Let's roll. I would say insight for this because you'd be reading into what he's telling you.
14.
You get a pretty good idea, and it makes you shudder.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
dark
man.
stuff.
All right. So what would have like? Wait, what's your score for What's your modifier?
Huh? Insight
What's
is
your
wisdom,
like?
so it was a +1.
Oh, okay. So like, okay. What would he have got if he got a nat 20? Essentially.
He would have been able to understand every word, and he would have been
Yeah.
deeply shuddering, and it would have probably affect. I might have made him roll a wisdom check to see if he could handle it.
Dude, that's what I was hoping.
Inflict
I was hoping,
trauma.
Yeah, take
I was hoping
1d4
to have,
of
like,
psychic
very
damage. No.
like, go ahead.
Yes. Agrog, you hear him let out a soft chuckle at the whole thing, and he turns and he says, well, I'll leave all of you to make your plans. He says, I have other business to attend to. And he turns and heads down the staircase into the library after the prince.
I'm gonna look around and say, so what did I just agree to?
We're basically selling the blood of the prince
In order to get
in order to save the
cure.
prince from lycanthropy.
We're doing
But we're
blood-
also exposing him to future threats. So
There might be a possibility of blood magic, but
It's a blood drug deal.
it's possible.
That sounds fine to me. If the prince weren't up to the task, then he should be no prince.
I think there's more at play there, but
There's not.
Damn.
I got
Like,
a
read it.
plan.
You do be speaking
Yeah,
straight
that's
facts.
Cold and
so-
calculated. Cold and calculated.
You missed my great plan that I had.
Dude. Let's start your Prince campaign. Let's do it. Let's overthrow this.
Yeah. We're down. We're doing that. All right, I'm down.
We're not overthrowing him. We're not overthrowing him. Stop. We're not overthrowing him.
I was sent from Starstag to either conquer or learn, and I'm down for conquering.
You're learning then.
I am
Boy, we're about
down
to
for
have
conquering.
school's in session, baby.
No, we can conquer because we can reveal to the people that he's a werewolf, and they'll freak out.
And then I can reveal that I have two.
I don't want to do an
omnipotent
evil
beings.
arc, bro.
We're not
I-
doing my villain academia, all right?
This guy.
Are you guys discussing this out loud?
This could happen,
No,
is all.
fuck no.
Yes.
This
we
is
are.
all out of character. I'll follow the prince into the fucking cum dungeon.
That's not
Oh, I
out
will
of
too.
character. That's not out of character for you, then, Evan. You baby. Out of character for you would be coming with us, dumbass.
So, okay, you head after Agrog and the prince, who are heading down into the library. What are the rest of you doing while Calder is heading down? Why was there a microwave?
Motherfucking.
I'm just gonna go sit down and start like resting.
There are quarters on the second floor for all of you.
I might just go do that.
Okay. Is anyone else joining him to go and rest for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll meditate as well.
Okay.
I need
Svex, are you going upstairs?
I'm gonna.
They're all together. It's fine.
Okay.
Bryce went over to his room.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna motion for Yotan to follow me, and I'll kind of like, I'll be like, we got to go check up on the wizard.
Actually, as Kosher goes upstairs, he hears about the wizard and takes earnest interest and follows at
Okay.
a distance.
Yeah, did you ever hear that? Yeah?
I'll motion for Yotan to follow and be like, we need to check up on our wizard.
You know, since you just decided to eavesdrop, I'm gonna put my hand on your chest. I'm gonna say, how about you stay back and spend the night here?
And I'm gonna do a 1 millimeter force push,
Yeah.
palm punch, and just dead.
Excuse me?
Since you
No.
decided to be rude.
You could literally just like mention to us that you heard us. You don't have to follow us.
Well, I like to follow at a distance.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Well, you'd have to roll a stealth check, Kosho, if you want to follow after.
No, I'm kidding. Go. I'm totally kidding. Yeah, you can come with.
Well,
Okay.
he's gonna be stealthy about it, so he's got to check.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, he passes. So
That'd
yeah,
be-
you follow
better than
behind.
my
No one really
passive.
notices you as you kind of follow them down.
Well, we're going to the library first. So.
Yes. Well, that's where the others are. Zeldriff left the tower. Agrog's downstairs. Garrison's downstairs, and Prince is downstairs.
Piss baby, angry little piss baby.
So you enter the library and you can hear kind of hushed talk near the back. And as you guys come into view of what's going on, you see the prince, one arm kind of resting on a table with a needle in it that Garrison is holding as he is slowly extracting blood from the prince.
Stop talking about it. You can just say that they're doing it. I hate needles.
He slowly pulls out the needle.
Stop! I will leave.
Mosquito.
Oh no!
My weakness! And you see him slowly fill up a vial with it.
Good
And-
luck, man.
Wow. He slowly fills a vial with it and then corks it and then kind of looks it over closely while the prince is rubbing his arm. Agrog is somewhere off in the distance. He's flipping through a book that he's looking through on one of the shelves. Yep, this is your scene.
Okay, I'll walk over to Garrison and I'll ask him, is that it? Just one vial, and then we make the trade tonight?
Tomorrow. But yes, just the vial. I am going to do a few things to prevent
Any mayhaps, I understand.
certain things, yes. And I will be also keeping an eye with this. And he
Sounds
turns and pushes through a door for a moment, disappearing inside. While the prince is rubbing his arm and quietly sitting there, kind of deep in thought. He's not really acknowledging your presence as he sits there.
R.I.P. Bryce. I'll I'll kind of pat him on his back and I'll be like, "It's gonna be all right. We're gonna get you fixed up. And if somehow this is a scam, we'll hunt this guy down."
He says, "Yes, I'm not worried about a scam. Something about the letter seemed very, I can't say trustworthy, but that is the word that I would use. I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
Things
Something-
will even out later on. No matter what.
Something about the letter. It's not like others that I've received in the past, threats and other things. It almost was sincere. And I don't know why.
Hmm.
But
Have you heard of anything else from this inn character?
no, this is the first.
Do you have any idea what this might mean? Any last name of importance with this character in it?
No. I know of the names of enemies of mine, and, well, ironically enough, none of them have an N in their name. Or at least at the beginning.
Any allies of yours?
None that would demand such a thing.
But there are some.
Possibly, but I don't know. Something about this seems unique.
Hmm.
Oh, I need to make plans for tomorrow. I have a feeling.
What time of it? What time is it right now in the session?
You
Like
mean
general time.
in the
It's
in,
1:38.
Shut the fuck up.
it's
In-
general by this point it's probably 9ish, maybe
In
close
the
to
morning
10
or at night?
at night.
At night. Okay. So the prince
Yeah.
has to go to the come.
So
come
around
chamber.
around noon he's got to lock himself up.
Okay. You mean midnight?
Get shit
No.
on.
Not oh yeah, he's got to lock himself up soon. Hey, almost forgot. He says hi. Yeah. Well, I guess I was getting to that, but he says I need to head upstairs. He says I have to take
Okay.
care of, you know. And he slowly gets to his feet and he says, I don't expect I will be seeing any of you tomorrow unless you somehow manage to get back before the eclipse. But I won't be leaving that room until
When is the eclipse supposed to happen?
around noon. But he
Oh.
says, though, the chamber should be able to hold me quite well until the end of the eclipse.
When is the eclipse supposed to happen?
Around noon tomorrow. And then, if I'm correct, I shouldn't have a problem with Jericho for a few days.
I would like to put my hand on Specs and Calder's shoulders if they're near each other.
Specs
and,
is not down there.
Okay.
It's just me, you, and Kosho. Well, Kosho's in the back, but yeah.
Then just with Calder and Kosho. And just what was I gonna say? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I freaking forgot.
That's unfortunate. Okay. And the around this point, the prince gets up and he says, I bid you guys good night and happy Lunar Festival. And he walks out of the library and heads upstairs. We're gonna jump to the others who, around this point, while this is happening, Specs, you went upstairs, correct? With the others to rest? Or to get rest?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
While you are up there, you are kind of preparing your sleeping quarters. You've removed armor and whatever else that you normally would do to prepare for the night. You hear, and you're not too far from the restroom of the this tower, and you hear the sound that you've heard many times before. The dice rolling across stone floor.
Okay.
And you turn to the direction of which it came from, and you swear for just a moment you saw something in that bathroom. What do you do?
I'm gonna whisper to myself, don't try and talk to me now after you've been giving me this cold shoulder for the past 2 days. And I'm gonna continue to set my stuff up.
You hear a very soft chuckle. Her chuckle. Before
Poggers.
Another
go.
dice rolls. And this
Girl?
time you see it in the doorway.
Gamer girl, gamer girl, gamer girl.
And it is sitting with a natural 20 pointed up before the dice vanishes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she crit. No.
Bryce, burn your character sheet. And just
Net 20
You
to get
just- You get command world evaporated.
Alright. You're just going to continue trying to pack your stuff?
I'm gonna say, what is it?
You
That's what I'm gonna say.
you don't get words that come across you. You get a sensation. And it is a sensation that is drawing you towards that room. Almost like you have a tether attached to you and it is softly tugging you towards that room.
Inky.
All right. I'm going to set Barris on the floor and pick up my axe and start walking towards that room.
Okay. You slowly make your way into the room. The bathroom's empty. And the tether seems to draw you towards one of the mirrors within this room. Do you close the door, or are you just going to walk straight to the mirror, or what are you doing?
I'll walk to the mirror.
You go to the mirror, and it's just your reflection. You look a little tired from the day. A little bit of blood on your face from what had happened. And then you hear the dice roll again. And without thinking, your eyes are drawn away from the mirror for only a moment to check the dice, which you do not see. And as you turn back, your right eye looks like the eye of Azazel. That bright yellow, single-slitted eye staring at you from the mirror, from your own face. And you blink, and your eye is back to normal.
I go, what is this supposed to mean?
A moment passes, and it's silence. The door, the bathroom, slowly closing itself. And drawing your eyes away from the mirror again, you watch as it closes and it locks. And as you look back, you see Azazel sitting behind you. And when you check, he's not there, but he is in your reflection. And
Damn, you off some goof, boy.
Yeah. He says,
Bro, I am high as fuck right now. Holy shit.
Demons,
I'm
demons,
on like
demons,
3
demons.
tabs. What was in that tea? They're in the
So-
walls. Get out of my head,
and-
get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my
Get out of
head.
my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Kill your parents, Tracy.
And Azazel is sitting his height is greater than yours. He is probably about a foot higher than you in this reflection. And for a moment, you swear you can feel uh, that bloody fur brush against your side for only a moment before he says the words while staring at you through the mirror. What is it that you want, Sphex? What is it you desire?
I want what any man wants: power, strength.
Banana. Sorry.
Someone to hold me while I cry myself to sleep at
Shut
night.
the fuck
You know,
up.
a pet monkey, the basic necessities. No, strength, power, status to rule Sarstag and from there on rule the world.
As you say these words, you see the grin on his face grow in size, almost ear to ear, showing all of his razor sharp teeth as his eye widens and the slit pupil narrows. He
I'm gonna
says,
say, what is it that you want?
"Oh, the same things you do, except for I want bloodshed when I do it. Though, since our interests align, I think we should find a mutual ground, a way that we can both be happy. What do you say?"
Before we do that, I want to know some things about this curse.
Hmm.
Are you stuck with me, or is this something where I have to remove you to be able to get rid of you?
He kind of shakes his head. Just there is no simple way to get rid of me.
What about for you to leave me? Do you have an easy out for yourself?
He almost seems to coil around you in the reflection, and you swear you do feel his fur now as he is in the reflection, leaning his head over your shoulder. And he says, I need you, Sphex. I need you so I can grow. And you need me. Simple as that.
I need nothing. However, you do need me. And here's how this is gonna go, demon. If you want to join in my path of bloodshed and power and reigning over the world, you must prove to me that you will be a useful, I guess I'll say, accomplice to my misdeeds. And I don't mean by giving me the power to slay whatever monster I want to slay, but also the power of restraint for yourself.
He grins again and he says, well, to prove that, you'd have to let me out. Let me play a little. Drain a little blood. But I can assure you, I would never let you die.
Mm-hmm.
You see him in the reflection get up, and he kind of. In the reflection, you see his tail brush just underneath your, like, just along your neck, and you can feel it, even though he's not actually there. And you see him turn towards what looks to be a small window looking out over the night. And he sits down. And he says, though, he says, one thing I will help you with for sure. And you see him slowly lean his head back until his head is practically breaking as his head is touching his own back, and he's looking back at you, large grin on his face, and he says, I want nothing more than to see Jericho disposed of. That I can assure you will be done. And as he says this, you see his form melt away into a pool of blood in the mirror before disappearing entirely. The door unlocks and reopens, and you are alone.
I'm gonna whisper to myself, what do you have to say about this?
There's a pause for a moment before you hear her say, I think he can be a tool to you, and you to him.
Am I looking through the window through all this, or how's this happening? This isn't a closed
You're not
space?
with him. You're with us.
You guys,
Oh,
so
understandable.
Kosho and Auroran are both in the quarters preparing for the night or already down for the night. He's in the bathroom. That's like on
Oh,
the side
nice.
of his
Okay,
quarters.
understandable. Cool.
Yeah.
Some guard's just taking a shit. It's like, stop talking to yourself, mate.
Can I expect when he walks out of the bathroom and just look up and go, "Trouble in Tummy Town," and then just go back to it?
I'm going
God,
to
I'm
bring
gonna
my
kill
axe
myself.
I'm going to bring my axe down on Auroran's head and just, just go ahead and finish him off right there.
Wow.
I say to myself, if he's going to be a tool, then I will be the one to decide how to use him.
It may not be quite that simple.
Then I'll make it that simple. And I walk out of the bathroom and back to my quarters.
Okay. And nothing else comes with the rest of the night. It is quiet in your head after that. You do get the whispers back. Those are back.
Okay,
But
cool.
they're not as loud as they used to be. They're a little quieter than before, but they are there. Okay. So all of you are going to rest for the night?
Not me and Yotan.
You guys aren't resting?
I don't
We still have to
sleep.
go to the wizard.
The
To
wizard.
Divian.
Divian, that's the next day. And no, so that'll be
I thought that would have been today.
no,
Because we
it'd be
spent the night last session watching what's his fuck.
he said 3 days. It would be after the eclipse is done is when he would be ready for you.
Bruh. Okay.
Which isn't
That's fine.
we will get there. This
All right,
session,
that's
hopefully.
fine then.
All right, so you guys rest.
Hold on. By the way, to reiterate, my character doesn't sleep. That's
Yeah,
part
join the fucking party. Everyone else doesn't sleep either. Like, come on.
Yes. We all just stare at the moon or wall
It's-
or whatever's there.
Y'all all sit there and jack off the entire night.
No,
I
it's
wouldn't-
mostly my character trying to decipher the whispers, but then like if he falls asleep, he has vivid nightmares that just fuck him over. So
Yeah, well, my character sits there and jerks off, so fuck you.
All right, take a
And
point of exhaustion,
I will
Calder.
stare.
That's-
I will stare.
Yeah!
All right, so you guys rest for the night, however you may rest. 8 hours passes. The next morning comes, and you are greeted by when you guys descend the staircase into that main chamber that you had spoken with the prince before. Agrog is waiting for you, and with him is Jabbers, and who is holding the vial of blood. And it appears that Agrog was having a conversation with Jabbers, however that may have gone. As you guys slowly descend and each of you come into the room.
I'll ask Jabbers if I can hold the blood. Because I have, like, 2 full backpacks that I could stash it in.
He looks to Agrog, who just kind of gives him a nod, and he holds it out to you.
Alright. I'll yoink that bitch and set it in my backpack.
And as the rest of you come down, Agrog stands up and he says, Jabbers is going to relay a message from the prince to this individual. Hopefully this goes well, and neither side tries to deceive each other. But I feel that he says I can. Shit, I was reading something and now I'm lost train of
So
thought.
Jabbers is gonna do the
Yes,
speech,
Jabbers
and we're
has
gonna
a
go.
message.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the trade off.
Based on this individual's demands, I don't wish that this goes wrong in any way, and I have a feeling they may know if you tried to deceive them. But I'm not going to try to stop you from doing so. Just know that if this doesn't go well, you'll be partially to blame on why the king is not able to recover.
I understand.
And he says, on that note, I must go. And he taps his staff on the ground twice and bamps out of the room.
I will.
I feel like he just like throws a smoke bomb down and then just starts like sprinting out of the room. Like you can obviously see him running and just
Throws a smoke bomb and you can see his tail from behind the couch.
I'm gonna say to Jabbers, I think we might need to stick someone to protect you from the party, just in case something goes wrong. We don't want any assassination attempt to be on your head and not the prince's.
He nods. And then he says in a voice unfamiliar to you, invisibility.
Right. That'll be useful for you, but we do still need real manpower. I don't really trust the guards here. So I feel like Svex, or at least Svex and Orion, should stick with you, and Kosho and Yoten could come with me.
He gives a nod, and he then gestures for the door.
Outside.
Yeah, he doesn't really say anything.
I'll be like, good luck on your speech.
He
And
gives a nod again.
I'll grab Yotan and come to the door.
Is it just you and Yotan?
Kosho as well, yeah, fuck.
Kosho as well.
I just needed to grab Yotan because I didn't know if he would say yes or not.
Okay. And you all, the plan is, based on what Agrog and the prince has told you, you guys are supposed to go together to go confront this individual and do this. Jabbers walks out the door. So you just want to stop for a second, talk to the two?
Yeah, I was just gonna basically be like making a game plan with Yoten and Kosho, but we could do that while on the move.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys kind of stick behind while Jabbers and Vex and Aurora
and Orion. Yeah.
Orion all take point. They kind of lead the way. Do your RP, go.
I'll say to them, I'll be like, I know Jotun's probably got my back, but Kosho, I just wanted you to know that we're not going to try and ruin this trade. I'm going to ask him one or two questions. If he doesn't answer, it's fine. We're not following. We got to make it back and see that the prince is taken care of, because this lunar eclipse might do something funky with Jericho. And we do not want that.
Understood. Crystal clear.
All right. I have one stop that I need to make, but I'll meet you guys at the stairs. Down to the lower levels of the city.
Okay.
I just need to go get potion stuff, because if and I'll be telling this, if Garrison is going to be doing any sort of potion reworking, maybe we could get those ingredients and I could maybe take some to the next area just in case that this curse is a reoccurring issue.
And there goes Vex.
I have an off-topic question, but did we take a short rest or a long rest?
Long rest. That was a long rest. You have recovered, and Kellic hasn't rejoined you. It is just you guys. Kellic is not there. Kellic seems to have slept in.
That's fine.
But
Well, he was in
yeah,
pretty bad shape. So
yeah,
that's okay.
due to his injuries, that makes sense. But so you guys, so Calder, what are you looking for specifically? While the rest of you are kind of heading down.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the apothecary area, or like a potion cellar, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm going into battle. I need your strongest potion.
God damn it,
You can't have my strongest potion. They're meant for the strongest of warriors.
potions. I want to buy a potion of. I've got to find it. This wouldn't be force resistance. Claws are slashing, but this does not do anything. Okay, here I'll just send you what I buy.
Okay. Yeah, do that if you wanna.
So just so that we could I could just buy this shit and then fucking go to.
How much money
get
do you
the-
have?
Ooh, good question. I have 115 gold and 18 silver.
So
I'm only buying like one uncommon thing, and since I don't have shit, I don't have alchemist kits on this character. But I'll get I'm only getting one uncommon potion and then just like a few vials, or not vials, but like potion bottles.
Would my herbalism kit help with that or no?
Herbalism would be good for herbal medicines and stuff like that, not for potions.
This is more health and not herbology.
No, the potions would not be herbology,
Gotcha.
unfortunately.
I just sent it to you.
Yeah. If I'm looking correctly,
How much gold would that be? Because it's an uncommon item and then just a few common basic stuff.
I would say that would probably rack you about 100, probably 102 gold.
Okay.
But you end up all meeting up after Calder finally catches up to all of you down in the lowest level of the city, around the point at which was described. Everyone, real quick, roll a perception check for me.
Hold on, I'm still adding all the
I got a
items.
nat 20 just because.
You
I
said
believe I did.
100 and what? 102 gold.
102. Yeah, 102.
Sheesh.
I got a
And
19.
then perception.
So
I got a 6. I got a 17. So
Dirty 20.
So we all
Wow.
rolled high.
all right, you guys rolled really well.
I said, I don't know what coach rolled.
Kosho rolled a 9, except for Kosho. Kosho is off on his own. He's thinking. You guys are all
lost in thought.
Yeah, you guys are all standing. It's a fairly open area, so it's really hard to sneak up on you here. And as you guys are sitting there, everyone but Kosho notices two figures emerge from an alleyway, one of which stops just inside the alleyway. Okay. And the two individuals you see, they're both wearing black hoods. One of which, as they enter the light, you can see feathers underneath their hood. The other, however, with all of your amazing rolls, well, except for one of you,
has a fat swinging cock under his
no.
hood.
Why is it every
Bro.
time that I try to describe
Your
something,
curse.
it's
I'm sorry.
It is my curse
because of that
apparently.
one session.
But it's a
one
girl.
session.
Are you assuming gender?
As
No,
you notice
got
the figure who stopped in the alleyway, you can see their snout. Calder, you recognize this individual. This is the individual you saw point to the message day one of being in the city. But now that you're getting a better look at him, his white snout doesn't quite seem right. It's oddly shaped and seems furless, even
That's
though he
fucked up.
looks like a lupin. It's extremely odd, and you can't quite put your finger on what is wrong. For the other individual, however, who is approaching you, she has both hands hidden within her cloak, pulls out one, and proceeds to drop her hood, revealing a
White Aarakocra.
no,
What?
a light brown Aarakocra,
Hmm.
who gives you a smile. Who gives all of you a smile as she approaches.
The fuck do you spell Aarakocra?
And
I have it. Hold on.
she says, well, aren't you just an interesting group? Quite the motley crew we have here. She looks over all of you. She stops about probably 20 feet from you. Jabbers steps forward.
Jabbers?
Jabbers is going to step forward because he has the message from the prince.
Oh, is everyone coming with us?
You're all there. It's this group of you is all there.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like a semi party split where they watched Jabbers and did the speech while we made the trade.
No. It was you were all sent to talk to the individual.
Right.
We're not doing impersonating the prince thing.
No. Jabbers steps forward and says,
I'm going to step up next to Jabbers with him.
Okay. And in the prince's voice, he says, as a messenger of the prince, we have done as you've asked and brought the vial in good faith that you will keep your end of the deal. I know you said no questions, even though I am curious of your intentions with my blood. But I request that it is not used for malicious intent that would impact this kingdom. And she, deeply amused by the fact that Jabbers is the one giving the message, replies with, I need it for personal reasons. Nothing that will affect your little kingdom.
Is
not intentionally.
Is this character's name Gwyneth Paltrow?
No.
Damn it.
Can I interject real fast and be like, show both your hands? We've heard some disturbing rumors of a bird packing heat.
Packing a fat schlong.
She kind of tilts her head a little bit and looks straight at you, and she says, My reputation perceives me again. And she kind of slowly brings a hand up a little bit, revealing she is holding something before putting it back. She says, I have no intention of using it.
Better not.
Unless you give me a reason. But I don't think we'll have that problem.
And the potion?
She reaches into another pocket, and she holds it up. Around this point, everyone roll another perception check for me.
Yep.
Good. Please let it be a good roll.
God
damn it!
Nat 20.
Thank God. I did not roll well.
Thank God the point man can fucking roll well, or else we'd all be fucked.
Everyone but Bryce's pockets are picked. It's just like, no!
So, only Sphex has passed this. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, Sphex. Off the corner of your eye on your right side, and it seems that the bird friend of yours that is doing this trade and Jabbers both turn in the direction of this movement. You all, the three of you, see something move about 200 feet away. And the bird says, that's not one of yours, is it? And she turns and looks towards Jabbers, and Jabbers replies in her voice, not one of yours, is it?
Oh, no.
She smirks a little bit, and she says, no.
I'll say, well, let's make this fast then.
I'm going to fire a guiding bolt in that direction.
Can I just,
roll an attack with disadvantage?
Let's not do that, but okay.
Not in the direction of...
Yeah, not in the direction of
Not in the direction of her, I know, but in a
No.
direction that's 200 feet away of spells that typically only have 120 feet range, but it's fine.
Wait, does it only have 120 foot range?
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Never mind.
Oh, then never mind, yes. That's probably
Alright,
best.
then I'm going to say I think it's best if you stick around me.
Who are you saying that to?
The lady, the Aarakocra.
Oh, what a gentleman.
Dude, I'm
She
bored.
chuckles to herself a little bit. She says, I think I will be fine on my own. But if anything goes wrong, my friend will quickly assist me.
Dude, you
What
just
a
got
nice-
turned down by Tyler.
Um,
I'm not
she
even
she looks towards all of you and she says, "So, where's the blood?"
I'll reach into my bag and grab it, and I'll hold it up. Be like, "This is all that we could get."
She kind of eyes you over for a little. Roll a deception for me.
Yikes.
13.
She looks you up and down, and for a brief moment, you think she knows you're lying, but she shrugs it off
How?
and says,
How would I be lying? That's all the prince gave us.
"Well, you said you
It's
told me things,
fine. It's
but
whatever.
she shrugs a little bit. She says, "Bring it here." She holds out her vial.
I'll be like, I'll mage hand. Can I do 2 mage hands?
You can do the one to set the blood in her hand, and then you can grab the
And
vial.
then I can grab it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no need, and I'll mage hand it over to her, and halfway I'll be like, you better keep that hand open.
And you place the blood in her hand. She presses a finger on it to keep it held down,
Mhm.
and allows you to take the other vial.
That sounds good.
And she smiles as she looks over the blood for a moment, pockets it. She says, "It was a pleasure doing business with all of you." And
Now, can we kill her?
Business
Turn-
and
No.
pleasure with you as well.
she turns on her heels and starts walking towards her friend in the alleyway.
I'll
And
say one thing before you all go. Before
She
the
says-
both of you go.
she pauses and turns back and says, "Yes."
Out of personal interest. You in the hood. Why help us?
Oh, I think it's fun. There's a lot of things you don't quite understand that are going on in this world. Though,
Enlighten me, I'm a fast learner.
well, there are forces at work that your minds may not be able to fully comprehend just yet. She kind of holds up a hand for a moment. And you can see on her wrist as her sleeve falls a little bit, there's a rune on her wrist.
God!
Of course.
Can
Of
I-
Can I
course.
roll,
Can I
to
do-
see if I can remember that rune?
Can
To
I
then
roll
really
to see
find
if I know of that rune as well? Yeah.
Sure. Roll Arcana.
Is it
Please don't
possible
fail.
I've seen that rune in my past
Bro,
life?
why?
No.
Yes, I got a 16. That's got to be good enough.
This rune to you, it reminds you of the rune the prince has. But the difference is, this one, based on what you all can see, it looks to be a skull. But the skull of a hound is what it kind of represents. And it has a line slit through it.
I'm going to roll up my hold out my wrist and be like, "So you have one too?"
As you do this,
Way information to the enemy.
as you do this, the individual in the hood begins to produce a low growl. And you see his unnaturally bright yellow eyes narrow towards you. He seems agitated in some way, and you can't infer why.
I'm going to say, so does Azazel ring a bell?
She puts a hand up towards her friend, who takes a step back and kind of puts himself back together for a moment. She looks to you and says, I recognize the name.
Well, he works for me now, so we'll see how your powers at work can stand the test of our group.
Eloquently said.
The one individual who hasn't spoken yet, in a deep voice, just says, you may think you're in control, but you're not. And he grabs a hold of the bird, and they both vanish. And you are alone.
Pause.
Yes.
Okay. So, who has the guy? And there was two of them, right?
It
The
was
snout
the hooded
and
figure
the
with the
bird.
white snout and the bird.
Okay, and the hooded figure has a rune like the prince's.
So
Has the yellow eyes.
the
Oh, the
and
bird
was
has the
angry
rune.
at
The
Azazel?
bird has the rune.
But we can
Okay.
assume that he also has one.
It's in a similar model of both Azazel's mark, which is what Sphex has, and of Jericho's mark, which is what Prince has.
So the bird has the rune and the bright yellow eyes, and was angry at Svex's rune.
No, the dog has the bright yellow eyes and was
Yes.
angry at my rune.
Okay.
So the dog had rabies, and the bird was just like chilling.
And now they have the AIDS lycanthropy blood, and they're going to infect the lower income cities of the nation. And dude, we just gave the CIA the AIDS virus.
Yeah, I was
And
about to say, is this a CIA Black Ops like thing? What the?
And so
Yeah, they're gonna
Azazel
crack the
was recognized
underdog.
by both people.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we can just inform the prince of this, can we not?
No.
Why?
It's
They
his
don't
rune.
want-
We want a bunch of werewolves running around.
Oh no, they're not werewolves. They're not all werewolves.
They're whatevers. They're
No,
cursed
they're-
were.
Lupins.
They're
they're-
very
they
different
wear
forms.
these?
They're blood demons.
They
Yeah.
wear these?
Oh, fuck.
So mine is a blood demon, whereas the prince's is a werewolf. So
You guys
I
keep
don't even
discussing,
know
I'll be
what
right
his.
His is a curse, like
We
the
should probably
prince's.
leave the Underdark, shouldn't we? Can we,
We
can
don't-
we have this conversation while we're going back to the castle so we can get cured?
Yeah, Tyler just left, but yeah, we are going back to the castle, and Jesus, that was a lot. We still also don't know what that thing 200 feet away was. So if we get to the
say we don't
castle,
worry about it.
I know, but if we get to the castle and there's, wow, the prince is missing from his castle, and there's a werewolf around, I'll have to put a bitch down.
Do we know if Jericho's he's like allergic to silver? Like how do werewolves work in this world?
Werewolves are, by their own nature, allergic to silver because it's holy.
Oh, it's just holy things.
It's a holy metal, yeah.
Oh.
But
Because it's pure.
yeah.
My nuts are pure in your mouth.
I will castrate you, boy.
Tyler, we said that we were gonna head up to the.
So you guys continue having this conversation, heading up towards the castle. On the way, though, you recognize one of four individuals who comes walking out of the shadows near the staircase. It's the half-orc you spoke to the day before. The one who
Trader
had his
of the black market.
had his potion stolen. And he looks over all of you, and all of them are holding swords in hand. And he says, I heard you boys got a hold of vial. I'd like that back.
Actually, no. We were looking for some cough medicine. Someone's kind of sick in that castle.
We need candy.
You can hold these nuts.
I'll move Jotun in front of me.
I'm gonna step in front of everyone and say you can hold these nuts.
Jabbers and I play rock
Intimidation.
paper. We play rock paper scissors to see who goes in front.
Jabbers turns invisible.
It's literally like rock, paper, scissors, wall.
No, it's just like you guys are doing it. It's like rock, paper, scissors. Whoosh. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Jabbers in my voice says these nuts and vanishes.
I'm gonna hold on. Oh fuck! No, I can't do this. Damn it!
Oh, damn it. I don't know if that's worth it. I was going to say, could I roll deception to what I said so they would, not bother us, but I don't have a very good deception.
You can try to roll
No one
deception.
does. No one fucking does.
Yeah, I'm going to try to roll deception just say that's cough medicine.
I'll help and say that we haven't found it yet, but we're very close to the trail.
Then one of you can roll with advantage.
Yes. I almost had a nat 20.
What did you
I
get?
got a
An
15.
8. I got an 8.
I got a 15. You roll again though.
Can I?
Yeah. Or wait, no. Both of us rolled.
It's either both of you roll or one of you roll with advantage.
All right, I'm taking my 15. We're taking that.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, do you want to just do advantage and then just not do my roll, or is it because I already rolled?
No, because I also have a +0.
The
yeah.
half
I
orc
just have
steps
terrible.
forward and says, "I know you're lying to me
And now, why would I do that?
because you have
You
my
had a
vial,
reward for us when we took this back to you. Why would I not get a reward?
and I'm giving you the chance to give it back."
When I have it, I'll give it back.
He lets out a sigh before pulling out a dagger and throwing it at you.
Ooh.
Does it hit?
What's your AC?
12 AC.
He hits. You see this dagger, even though Jotun is kind of in the way, whiz past Jotun.
Oh, wait. I would be under half cover, right?
I'm the way you're standing. He would have rolled.
Okay, I'd be
rolled that
standing
anyways.
now.
But you take 4 points of piercing damage, and I'm going to ask for everyone to roll initiative.
I really hope I roll good.
921.
I did not roll very well.
It took 4
17.
points of piercing damage.
I
Yeah.
did.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate.
And Jabbers has disappeared because that's what Jabbers does. Jabbers has been really consistent about combat. Gone. What about Svex? What'd you roll?
17.
Okay. What about Jotun?
I can't roll.
He has a
Sorry.
+0, so I'll roll a raw d20 for him.
I was. Yeah, I can just do that.
15 for him.
Damn, bro, you still roll better than me, and I have fucking modifiers.
Jotun then. And then we
Going
have
last.
Kosho. And then we have Aurora.
God damn, bro, why is my reaction time ass? All my initiatives
You weren't
are-
ready for your friend to just get stabbed with a dagger.
I mean, I was ready to swing on a bitch, but
So Calder, you are first in the order. You take this dagger and you wield back, in pain from this. What do you
I'll
do?
leave it in, and I'll use Burning Hands.
So you're gonna
which is
step
8.
forward and do it.
Only Jotun's in front of me, correct?
Jotun is in front of you. You would have to walk probably 10 feet forward
Okay.
to get all 4 of these individuals.
Okay, because it's a 15-foot cone,
Yes.
I mean, you have 20 foot of
30-foot speed.
Uh,
so I could move
or
there.
30 foot, yeah. So you can just move back. I
Okay,
don't know. That's
I'll do that
one
then.
movement. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll move forward, use Burning Hands, and then move back.
All right. So what do I need to roll for that? I know it's a. Is it
It is DC 10 Dex save.
DC 10? Okay.
Dex save, or take half, and
And roll your damage.
wow,
so I
that
know...
damage is shit. 5 damage.
Wow. Okay. Two of them. Is it if they save, do they take half?
Save, take half. Yeah.
Okay. So
Fucking
two of them
dog
kind of
turd.
roll out of the way, barely getting hit by it, like the edge of their shirts getting burned. The other two, they don't quite move. They just kind of throw their hands up and take it.
Right.
And they kind of stagger just a little bit at the hit. Um, is that the end of your turn?
Mm. Can I prepare a spell now or no?
No. Unless you have a bonus action that you can use, but I don't think you do.
No, I don't.
Okay. Then it is now Sphex. Now your turn.
Oh, he's back, by the way, but yeah.
How close are they to me?
They're all within 20 feet of you. The first one is within 20 feet. The one in the back is probably 25.
I'm gonna fire a guiding bolt at the one in the back.
Okay. Roll your attack.
16 plus 4.
16
30,
plus 4.
20.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
6, 5, 3, and 2. Wait, did I do that right? 46.
It's 46 damage?
4d6. So
Okay.
I rolled, the first one is a 6, a 5, a 3, and a 2.
You add those, I'm not doing it.
16.
It's your attack, it's your map. Okay.
Quick
So
maths. Quick
yes,
maths.
16 damage. So you strike this man. You see this burning white beam of energy fly from Sphex's hand as it whizzes around and strikes the man in the back. And once he staggers a little bit, you notice he has a white shimmering glow around him now. It is now Jotun's turn.
So I know that they're too far for me to grab exactly, and I know he had to move 10 feet forward to project his fire thing, right? His
And then
fire
he moved
cone.
back. And then he moved back.
Oh, okay.
You can start your approach.
Yeah, no, you're right. I guess I'd just move 15 feet forward and just prepare an action.
Okay. So you'll go on sentry type deal. All right.
Yeah.
The half orc rushes forward. He's just gonna strike at you, and you got to do the same. So roll an attack against him as he tries to strike at you. Did you get your stuff up? Are you like actually
No,
alive with
Spec
stuff?
still kind of fucking me here.
What are you wanting to attack with? I can just kind of roll it for you.
I have my hands, my manticore. So if is he coming down on me with a weapon? Like, am I?
He's striking at you with a scimitar.
Okay, so he's got some length on me, like some distance.
He's got a 5-foot reach.
Okay, so not that.
Yeah, you
My
would be able to
wingspan-
reach him.
Yeah. Okay, so if since I prepared an action, is
You
it
just
possible?
you roll an attack.
Okay.
You prepared an attack. You didn't prepare. You prepared to use an attack. If you would have said I prepared to grapple, then you could have been able to do that. You have to be specific with it.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, roll an attack on him as he rolls against you, which he does hit. And he does. You take 10 points of slashing damage from him slashing across your chest, and he's going to go for a second attack, which you end up causing him to wait. So what did you roll to attack him? Actually, real quick.
I can't roll exactly.
I will just roll an unarmed strike because I don't have your stuff. Yeah, you would have hit him. What is the damage for your scimitar things or your manticore things? Because
Wasn't it?
I don't
Here, I'm
remember what
looking.
it was. We talked about it. I don't have any kind of specs in front of me, which is
It was
what
either
struck me.
1d6 or 1d8. It was one of those two.
I think I was going to let you do a D8. So I will just roll a D8 in person. And it would have been +5, so you would do 10 slashing damage to him.
Can I?
And so
Sorry.
he strikes upon you with his scimitar, slashing you in the chest before you retaliate and slash him across kind of the shoulder and cause him to stagger a little bit, so he misses his second attack on you.
Is he close enough for me to start a grapple? Or
You cannot, because it's not your turn.
oh yeah. Then as a bonus action, I'd like to start raid. No, never mind.
You have to do that on your turn. Unfortunately.
It's
The
bonus.
second one, huh?
That's a bonus action though.
You used a reaction to attack because you prepared
Oh,
an
that's
action.
right. My mistake.
Yeah,
'Cause it was
it's all good. The second one is going to make an arc around you to avoid your radius and is going to attempt to attack Sphex. What is your AC, Sphex? Am I going to have to look it up because he's not responding? I will. Bryce. You paying attention?
Bryce dead.
I think
Maybe
Bryce is dead. I will update his character sheet as this happens then. The other individual who is also half orc goes in for 2 attacks on Bryce. Both of which hit. Inflicting, that is 10, 14. Inflicting 20 points of slashing damage onto Sphex. Which I will update myself. The third will go for, he's going to flank around and he's going to try to attack you, Kosho.
Fun.
What's your AC?
It is 14.
Okay, he manages to strike you with 1 scimitar swing. You manage to dodge the second one. And you take 13 points of slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
As he slashes you in the shoulder with his scimitar, and you manage to just maneuver out of the way for the second swing. The last one is going to try to attack Calder, the one who is shimmering. He crits on Calder. And he will roll.
I'm dead.
Calder, you take... That's 19 points of slashing damage.
How do you want to do it now? Yeah, I'm done.
You're down?
Oh, shit. Yep, I'm done.
Okay, so Calder drops from this swing, and because he's got a second, he just kind of stands over Calder, chuckling to himself as this shimmer is kind of around him.
Get that motherfucker.
Kosho, it is now your turn.
Splendid. I'd like to go to the nearest enemy and perform. Where is it? Let's see. I'll do a regular attack, and then if it lands, I'll do a flurry of blows.
Okay. Roll your attack. Actually, you can do a flurry of blows even if you missed.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
That's
it's
hilarious.
as long as you it's as long as you do the attack action, you can then do a flurry of blows.
Oh, well, ain't that nice?
Yes.
Ooh, that was close. Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
That hits. Yeah, that definitely. There's no avoiding that.
Flurry of blows. Cool. 13, and then the other flurry of blows. Well, wait, is flurry of blows? Does that combine 2 hits, or is it
flurry of blows is
and
2
then
more
flurry of
hits.
blows?
It's
Okay.
2 more hits.
Cool. Sick.
So your first hit does 13 damage.
No, I was just doing the 2-hit thing. That wasn't the
Oh,
wasn't
no,
the
okay, that
damage
was
roll.
so you missed. Okay, so you hit your first, you missed your second, and roll.
Yeah.
How many flurry of blows do you have?
Uh
Like how much does it allow you for extra attacks?
oh,
I think it should be 2, but I don't know.
It's no, it's only 1 key point, and I've replenished all of those. So okay, so yeah, I've
No,
spent
it's 1 key point. It should give you 2 more. I think it should give you 2 more attacks to
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you
so I
roll
can
you roll
do.
another one.
Okay.
Yeah, you
cool.
rolled 2 attacks for it because it is flurry of blows.
Sick. The other one doesn't hit.
Yeah, so those last 2 don't hit. So your first one hits. Roll damage for the first.
Cool.
All right, you managed to get a good strike in, kind of hitting him, clocking him in the side of the jaw before he kind of gets smart and starts weaving around your hits. First hit goes just over his head, second one goes a little wide, and he's starting to smirk at you as if he's kind of figured out how you're going to fight. Auroran. Auroran.
Just Orion would be
Ryan. Sorry, I'm saying I don't pronounce names right.
Oh, you're fine. It's fine. I just where are all the enemies in respect to me?
One is attacking Kosho. One is standing over Calder, who is about 10 feet away from you, and Calder's unconscious. One is fighting Yotan, and the other one is fighting Svex.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is fly. Well, they all have like swords, right?
They have swords, yes.
I'm gonna fly up. Maybe like 10 feet. And then I'm going to take a shot at the one that's glowing.
Okay. And you have advantage on that shot because of Guiding Bolt.
Sick. Thank God I have that advantage. Yeah. Okay, first one's a 9.
Yep, so you go to fire your crossbow at him, and you don't know if it's just the lighting in here or what, but you end up accidentally shooting wide. The bolt missing by a foot as it bounces off the ground. And so you're about 20 feet in the air, right?
Probably less than that.
10 feet-ish in the air.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So yeah, you've ended your turn up there.
Can I do a bonus action?
What can you do as bonus action? It should
summon my wildfire spirit.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so he's within 30 feet of me, I think. And if
you flew towards him, yes, he'd be within 30 feet.
Oh, can I do that without ending my turn?
Yeah, you had movement left. Yes, you can move towards him.
Okay, I'll move. I'll move 10 feet within him, 10 feet towards him, and then I will try to summon my spirit within 10 feet of him and maybe someone else.
So here's a thing with this.
Yeah.
You can only get him because he's not close to anyone else, but if I'm gonna assume you would be smart enough to position this so it doesn't hit Kelder because he is standing over Kelder.
Yeah, I would try to do it like behind him.
Okay. So he's gonna roll a dex save to try to avoid and roll your damage on him.
That's what, 2d6?
Yes, 2d6.
Have you been rolling my death saves, or do I need to be doing that?
It's not your turn yet, but okay. I'll tell you when to roll.
Cool.
Oh baby, I got 10.
You got 10?
And
all right, yeah. And he ends up failing that, so he takes 10 damage, which he takes 10 damage.
Sick.
From that hit. You form this, I would assume it's like you're forming like a fireball around yourself, right?
For the wildfire spirit?
Flame cloak.
Yeah. I'm not quite
like a custom animal.
Yeah, it's give me some flavor text here on like what you would do.
All right, so this spirit comes from me like a ravaging rabid animal, and it takes the form of this boar, alligator, scorpion-looking thing.
Oh, that's fun. All right,
Real
and
ones know what it is.
this bizarre,
It's a rat dog. It's the
what-
green rat dog.
yeah, whatever it is, slams into this dude, engulfing him in flames for just a moment as he kind of lets out a shout and starts swinging his arms around. And around this point, where is it? Here we go. You see Jabbers make a reappearance, standing just behind the guy as he points in the direction of the guy and starts making very odd noises as he does this. And the dude turns and looks at him, and he puts his hands on the side of his head, kind of imitating Moose's antlers, and sticks his tongue out at the guy. And the man drops and begins laughing hysterically while he's over Kelder.
So he's prone.
He is prone right now and is currently incapacitated
Okay, cool.
because he is laughing hysterically. And it is now, Calder, you need to roll a death saving throw.
Pog. It's what, 1d20?
Yes.
No
And you roll
mods.
above a 10, right?
So that's a fail. So if you click on your thing,
I
it should
see
have
it,
the
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so that's one fail.
Yep.
I have a random question. If I were
Yes.
to do cure wounds on him, would that bring him
that would get
bring
him back up. That would wake him
feet?
up, and he
Okay.
would be up on his feet again.
Okay, I think I'll do that
Specs.
next turn. I'll do that next turn, Calder. So just hold him tight.
Specs.
Yeah. What?
It is your attack. It's your turn. We've come back around.
Sorry, I'm trying not to fall asleep. I'm very tired. Nothing to do with you.
Yes, I know you drove a bus all day.
Pog.
Bust things.
Listen.
Where's the
Yeah.
one to me?
So there's one right in front of you, who just attacked you for. I don't know if you refreshed your page, but he attacked you for like 20 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Easy shit.
Yeah, and he is standing before you holding a bloody sword which has your blood on it.
You
I
said
would
20 points, right? You said only 20 points, right?
You took 20 points. I already put it in. If you refresh your page, it'll put it right.
There's
okay,
also
I was
one
making sure.
that-
I was doing math in my head.
There's also one that knocked Calder completely out. And
Well, the dude's
he's-
incapacitated right now. He's laughing hysterically.
But he is currently prone because he's laughing hysterically directly behind you.
I mean, I don't really care about him. He didn't attack me. I'm trying to make sure that things aren't going awry for us. Because I lost too much blood.
Oh! You need to roll a check. I just remembered that for your...
No, it's not enough blood.
It's 20 points of blood.
24.
It's 20 is what you need for... not Jericho. For...
Blood Wolf?
Yes. Yeah, 20 points. It requires 20 hit points, so you lost 20 hit points. Yeah, no, he would have just been summoned. Never mind. Yes, so when you got struck, I forgot about that, and I need to roll his initiative.
Look at this DM.
Hey, I am tracking a lot. So, listen here, boy.
I could have
Boyo.
sworn it was 24 points, but okay.
No, it's 20. I just checked.
Or rewrote.
No, I actually just checked. Why would I rewrite these things?
Why not?
What do you think I am? Indecisive?
J.K. Rowling?
Yes, I
You
do.
shut your mouth. Don't compare me to
I've
him.
known you for how many years now? Like 3, 2?
1.
Damn, you don't even know.
More than that.
No, I was counting down with you. Yes, so you guys had watched as Specs had... so now that it's back to Specs' turn, you all see the blood around him starting to siphon into a single mass that grows and takes on a shape of a hound-like creature that stands next to him. Large, toothy grin, a single eye on the forehead of this creature, and it smiles at the bandit that stands before Specs, who kind of takes somewhat of a step back, kind of frightened by this sudden appearance. But now, Specs, it is your turn to do things.
I whisper to Azazel, if you're gonna join this fight, you're gonna follow my lead.
He chuckles a little bit, and telepathically you hear him say, as long as I get some blood.
Oh, you'll
And-
get blood.
And his eye narrows as he begins to growl at the individual standing before you. But you get your attack
Okay.
or action.
I'm going to grapple the one in front of me that stabbed me.
Roll an athletics check. He will attempt a check to avoid such a fate.
Are you sure you need me to roll? I have a +6 in athletics.
Yes, I want you to roll anyways. You could roll a 1. There is a chance.
Well, a 16 is a bit higher of a chance. 16 plus 6.
All right, you grapple him. You get a hold of this this half orc, who's very frightened, and he's kind of tugging away at you, but he can't seem to get away. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm going to, with him grappled, turn towards Azazel and say go.
Okay, and when it comes to his turn, he will. Because I did roll his initiative. Jotun, it is now your turn. You have a man standing before you who has slashed you in the chest. Jotun. Caleb! Getting tired of calling people names.
I'm here.
Yes.
Okay, so
You have a man standing before you.
yeah. And then the one behind me, is he within my distance?
He's not within your range of attack, no.
Yeah, but can I walk to him because he's prone?
You
And
you would provoke attack of opportunity from the other.
From what?
You would provoke an attack of opportunity from the one in front of you.
True. That is accurate.
I have Sentinel, damn it.
You're not near him.
Well, then I guess the
One
one in front of me.
stabbed me.
I'll first just roll for attack. Well, I mean, because I would like to unarmed strike him and use what's it called? Undying Grasp. Is that what it is? Undying Grasp.
I think that's a grapple check. I want to say that's what we agreed on with that was you make a grapple check. Vice grip was the one, right?
Vice grip, yeah, but it's first. No, the grapple comes after. It's a 2-part ability. I thought it was
you
first
either grapple or hit a creature. Both
yeah,
have
that's
different
right.
effects.
So then I would do the grapple check.
Okay, so roll a athletics check against the individual.
Hold on, I can actually let me
Do you want me to?
I'm on the thing. I'm trying to. Is it actions on the website? I'm on the no actions.
So Vice Grip doesn't appear under your actions, so you need to just click the dice button in the corner and roll a d20. Because
No, I know
we don't.
for athletics. I'm trying to find.
Oh,
where
athletics. You just click your athletics, which you have a +0 to. Oh no, you don't. That's acrobatics. +7 is your athletics. So you just click.
I'm trying to.
You would
I'm
click.
trying to get to it, but I'm on the mobile. I'm on the mobile version, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you would click on the +7 with your. That would appear on your proficiencies page. I know the struggles of the mobile app. I have made most of my characters using my phone, and it is a pain.
Proficiencies and languages?
No. Oh, it should be skills. That's what it's under. Because I don't read.
Abilities, saves, senses. Oh yeah, there's skills. You're right. Athletics. There we go.
And you just click on it. There it goes.
Nice.
Okay, you get a hold of him. If I'm remembering correctly, let's see. You simply grip the creature. This counts as a reaction. The creature must roll. I must roll a dex save or suffer. Oh, he already rolled dex save. Which that would fail. So roll 46 for me.
Okay. I got it.
So
14
plus 5 plus 2. That's plus 7, which would be 21. Okay. So you inflict 21 points of damage to the half orc in front of you as you. What are you grabbing for? What were you specifically trying to grab?
So I'm gonna reach out and just. Can I just grab him by the throat?
I would say you would get. You don't quite grab his throat. You kind of grab around, kind of like the collarbone, along his throat. So you are squeezing him, but you're not quite choking him just yet. But you have a
Okay.
firm grip on him.
All right. All right.
And
Well, don't I since I got the grapple and it was successful, isn't he now like somewhat injured in some way, and then it just gets worse?
he took damage from it. If you kill him in this state, then stuff happens. But
I thought he was fractured at first, and then eventually it
the
leads
first
to
one,
a.
the first one does damage. The next one is when you start adding stuff to it.
Okay. You got it.
It's a
All right.
prolonged effect. Now that's him. The first guy is going to attempt to get away from you. Roll roll an athletics check for me again. He probably failed anyways.
Well, I was gonna. Can I rage before that happens, or?
Yeah, you can rage as your bonus.
Okay. All right. So,
So
I'm gonna
you
rage.
are raging. Okay.
And then I get a.
Also,
so
you're raging.
You're all athletics. You probably will beat him regardless because he rolled really low. Oh yeah, you beat him. There's no point even rolling in with that. So he didn't quite get away. And that is the end of his turn. The second one who is attacking Sphex is going to try to get away from Sphex. Roll an athletics check for me. He probably failed as well. They are rolling really shit right now.
19.
Yeah, he failed. He tries to get away, just kind of struggles in your grip. The one attacking Kosho is going to go for another strike. Another 2 strikes. Only his first hits. And Kosho, you take 9 points of slashing.
Damn. All right. We're looking a little weak over here, fellas.
The one on the ground is laughing hysterically. He can't do anything. Kosho. Oh, no. It is now Azazel's turn, who lets out a very deep growl before lunging at the man who is gripped by Sphex, and he drives his teeth into the man's shoulder, who lets out a very pained cry and then begins siphoning blood from the man's body. Which he does 15 points of damage as he begins to pull blood from the man's body. And as you guys see this, you also see him growing in size as he's doing this. As he's holding his fangs around this man's side, you can see the bloodhound is getting bigger as it is pulling blood. That is the end of his turn. It is now Kosho. It is your turn.
Splendid. How far away is the man who's mutating and just kind of drawing a lot of blood?
So the blood that one is in front of Specs. They're about probably 10 feet from you on the other side of this guy who's actually 15 feet from you on the other side of the guy who's in front of you.
Okay.
Hold on, Chris.
Yeah.
It's not the guy who's mutating. It's the blood
The bloodhound.
spirit thing.
Okay, I see.
The
Yeah.
bloodhound is draining the man's blood and getting bigger.
Okay, sorry. I didn't quite understand.
It's a lot to take in. But it is now you is your turn. There's a man in front of you, a man on the ground next to Calder. There is a man being gripped by Specs and a man being gripped by Jotun.
You know what? I'm gonna make an unarmed strike at the man in front of me and then dodge away.
Okay. You're gonna use Step of the Wind and
Yes.
Wait, hold
Just
on.
kinda...
I'm pretty sure you have advantage on 3 of them since 2 of us are gripping them and one of them is still laughing on the ground as prone. So
well,
and I would
he's
suggest
fighting the one
helping them-
who's not prone right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
So
There's 4 orcs.
there's 4 half orcs that are all fighting you.
there's forks. There's forks everywhere.
There's forks. They're all over the place. Oh God,
There's
anything
too
but the
many
forks.
and I need a spoon.
Yes. So roll your attack on this man to do one unarmed strike.
Yeah, I will. Alright, Alt F4 properly. Jeez.
Let's
go!
That's a natural 20. Let's roll that damage on him.
Actually, you know what? I'm kind of confident. Should I just do another flurry of blows?
I would roll your damage for this first to see how this goes.
I bet.
Okay, 10
10.
damage. So you get a good sucker punch in, kind of driving your fist underneath his jaw, right where like the
nobody
soft,
likes a sucker punch.
just the soft spot just below the jaw. You get a good hit on. You can hear his teeth clank together as you make his head get thrown backwards.
Splendid.
Dude, you're like Liu Kang. What are you talking about? He sucker punches all the time.
He staggers a slight bit, a little bit of blood trickling from his from the edge of his lip.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be safe and I'm gonna just dodge back. I'll use the key point.
Yeah, so you Step of the Wind away. He swings at you with not even a chance of hitting you as you run off.
Yes.
Oh, Ryan, it is your turn.
right.
Who's in the air?
Okay, just real quick. As a bonus action, it says I can command my Wildfire Spirit to attack as a bonus action.
Yeah, so it can attack. Yeah, you can attack the individual that you've been attacking with it. So roll its attack real quick.
I was going to do Cure Wounds as my action, and then as my bonus action attack as the Wildfire Spirit.
Yeah, I was going to have you do the attack first and then roll your healing.
Okay, I gotcha. Hold up. What do I have to roll again?
Just a D20 plus, I'm assuming it's your... Not your shillelagh. I think it just rolls...
Is it just
you roll a... Oh, you're... I don't understand your thing.
Yeah, yeah. That's confused, but...
Oh, I just rolled dex save.
Oh, okay. So...
No, that's for you when you summon it. So summoning it... Oh, your bonus action is a ranged ability attack.
I'm doing Flame Seed, and it says +5 to hit.
So you roll a d20 and then just add +5.
Cool. I got a dirty 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
And that's 1d6 plus 2. And then when I go into the Wildfire Spirit, it says, where is that? Where did it say that? It says 1d6 plus PB fire damage. Is that just like +2?
Yeah.
All right.
But you don't take damage from it because it is yours.
All right. I hit it for 3 damage.
You hit the individual for 3 damage.
Yeah, 3 damage.
And
Um,
if I am
I'm
correct,
gonna-
I think his spell just ran out.
The one that's prone.
The one who is prone, I think his spell just got knocked off.
Oh.
Oh no, he must make a wisdom saving throw. He failed. He's still laughing hysterically. For a moment he winces from being burned, and then he just continues to laugh.
All right, now here's the point where I'm not sure what to do. Either I do cure wounds on Calder and bring him back, or I go for the hit on someone who's prone.
Hit the prone guy. Hit the
Hit
prone
the
guy.
prone guy.
Because,
I already
he's not going to
do-
be prone forever, and Calder's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Calder's also making death saving throws, and if he fails 2 more, he's dead.
That's fine.
Okay, so hopefully. Okay,
Yeah, but
I'm
your
gonna
turn
do-
comes up before his next round, so you'll be able to heal him next round before he right.
Evan's just sitting here like, I wish I could play.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Scorching Ray at a 2nd level
Okay.
on the guy who's prone.
Now
Do I
read it.
get-
Make sure you're doing it the way it's supposed to be done. I don't like, if you know what I mean.
It can create 3 rays of fire and hurl them.
Yeah.
at the
So you
target.
roll each of the attacks with it.
And do I get advantage on those attack rolls?
So because he's prone, ranged attacks are at disadvantage against someone who is prone. Melee is at advantage.
Oh,
But because he's incapacitated, I want to say with the incapacitated condition, you get advantage.
so does it just cancel out?
Oh no, he can't take action. So no, you would just roll against him with disadvantage because he's prone.
Okay. I'm a
Yes.
little off. Okay, that's a 6. That's an 11. And then
So the first one misses.
8.
Ooh.
8.
Oh.
The second one misses.
No, I did. It's 3. It's 11, 8, 8.
Oh,
So
you
my
have to
roll-
roll. You roll with
one.
disadvantage, which those
Oh.
would have missed anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna say this. You missed your first one because I'm gonna count the 2 8s as the first one. The 11 is the second. Roll your second for your.
That's a 14.
That still misses, and then roll with disadvantage for the last.
15 and 13. God damn it.
So
all
you
of those-
you fire these scorching rays at this individual, and out of some sheer luck that he has, as you fire these rays, he rolls around on the ground, just avoiding each one.
Bro, what the?
Burning the ground as he rolls away, and then he rolls to another way and dodges another one on accident. It is now Jabber's turn. Let me look at what he shall do.
Wait, is he still prone? If he's still prone, then that's just like a laugh in your face, dude.
Yeah, he was prone. You have disadvantage against someone who is prone with ranged attacks, though.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that is.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you have disadvantage against prone individuals, but with melee attacks you have advantage.
Wait, how does that make sense? For like a sniper,
Because there's less of a target to hit. No, when you are trying to hit someone who is prone, you have less of a target, so you have disadvantage. If you are in melee and you're standing over them, you have advantage because they really don't have much place to move.
That's just unfortunate.
It is
Wait,
unfortunate.
is prone the same thing as trapped?
No.
Like if they
So-
were caught in a bear trap, is that getting prone, or is that like? Because how would they have a disadvantage on someone that can't move? Because prone could mean a lot of things.
Incapacitated means you can't take actions or reactions. So he can technically move a little bit, but it's not much. When you're prone, you can only crawl. You have disadvantage on all of your attacks if you can attack, and attack rolls against a creature within 5 feet are at advantage, while anything further is disadvantage. Which range attacks you have to be outside of 5 feet, or you have disadvantage.
I don't think it mattered either way because I didn't roll very well.
Yes.
That's amazing. I love
that. All right.
As this happens, you see Jabbers run. He kind of jumps past Calder and runs towards Kosho and places a hand upon Kosho. Kosho, you gain 8 temporary hit points as he blesses
joy.
you with Bear's Endurance. As he does this, he kind of
And yet he doesn't heal me.
he can't temporary hit points don't get you back up.
I know.
I figured he couldn't, but it's still funny.
He doesn't have a healing spell. Jabbers isn't a healer. He only has an enhance ability spell.
I'm sorry, Evan. I thought I could fucking take out the guys on the ground.
It's fine. No, I'm just
And-
chilling. I went through like 3 YouTube videos.
I have a plan to get you out of action. Don't worry.
And as his bonus action, when you turn and look at him as he does this, Kasho, you hear him say in what sounds to be a small child's voice, pretty much just saying, "You can do this," and you are given an inspiration dice of 1d6.
Damn.
So you have 1 point of inspiration.
You're just getting everything, ain't you?
Well, he was almost downed. So
Was
Now.
he?
I know you're
Really?
down. I can't heal you. It's not my fault. Oh, it is my fault, but man, I sent the healer with the other group. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I thought it would be
There's
enough.
no
to
such
have
thing as a healer in D&D.
covered.
There's no
Well,
such
the
thing as a
cleric.
heal. But now it is back to Calder rolling a death saving.
Yeah. Time to die.
Stupid
he rolled
elemental
that
rolling
one,
around
he's
on the
dead,
ground.
isn't he?
That's a
One
save.
success.
That's a success.
Thank
So
God.
Calder's slightly stabilizing. Sphex. It is now your turn.
Calder groans like he's just had like very, very bad sex. That's his like little thing right there. That's how he turns up and he just kind of groans like a man.
dang
Yeah,
it.
like that.
Sphex, I'm assuming, did Bryce just fall asleep sitting up?
You want me to go bang?
I bet Bryce is asleep. Who wants to bet money that Bryce is asleep? This combat is taking a while, but
I don't want to lose money. Sorry.
I don't want to lose money because you're right. That's pretty much what I heard.
Yep. Hold up.
I'm alive, I swear. Am I gonna have to play Sphex? Because I'm pretty sure I know how he would do this.
Just checking to see if you're awake.
Actually, you don't. I'm going to throw the guy that I've grappled.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, that's going to be my action. And as a bonus action, I'm going to dismiss Azazel.
Roll athletics check.
Okay.
Oh God.
This is gonna go poorly.
Uh,
Do this real
15.
quick.
Man, you
Okay.
roll so well. Fuck.
This man just trips over himself as you throw him, and he lands face first onto the stone ground, actually taking a little bit of damage from the floor as he lands face first. And roll your wisdom save to try to dismiss Zazel.
I just want to say, Rob, that was a 9 plus 6. It was not a high roll.
He's
Dude,
just
did
got-
you miss my last round of combat?
He got all below like 14.
18 plus 4, 22.
Azazel turns and kind of lets it growl and says, "Why?" As he begins to melt away into a pool of blood.
Because I don't trust you yet.
He goes quiet in your mind. Jotun. Yotan.
What's up?
It's your turn.
I'm here.
You have a man grappled. I assume
Yeah,
you're squeezing the man.
Yeah, I'm gonna just really get in there. You know what I'm saying?
So
Really squeeze on.
you roll a strength check. He rolls a con save.
If there's any way I can also like I don't know. I don't know exactly. Here, I'll think about it while I roll the strength check. So let me switch over to the thing. Is it features and traits? No.
You just click your strength mod.
Oh, there it is.
This is like a
Yep.
strength.
I thought it was an athletics check, but they're both
No,
+7.
for this ability, it is your strength. It's a strength check versus their con save, which he failed
That's fine.
pretty terribly. So he is now stunned, as you are causing asphyxiation a little bit.
Wait, since I
And
kind of grabbed his.
you roll 3d6 damage.
Okay. Since I kind of grabbed his trap, did I like dislocate his shoulder at the same time, or how big is my hand in relation to the side of his like neck and body?
You are squeezing to the point. You do hear a crack as his collarbone cracks a little bit, and you are squeezing his neck, so he can't. He's not getting the best airflow right now. He's struggling to breathe.
Not a lot.
So
There
he
we go.
takes another 14 points of damage. He's not looking too good. He is unable to do anything. He is stunned. He can't do anything. So it is on to his compatriot's turn, who is still trying to. Oh no, he's on the ground. After Specs threw him down, he is going to get to his feet, wipe his face, and he is going to attempt 2 swings at Specs, one of which hits, the other does not. Specs, you are going to take 13 points of slashing damage.
He walked outside to grab something. He'll be back. I heard the door open.
I will do it myself.
If Specs is a Goliath, he can use his stone endurance to use a D12, I think, to block like some amount of damage.
Yeah,
I think it's
he can decide that when he gets back, but I already applied it. Oh. Ooh, so he takes 13 points of slashing damage from the swing. The second one does not. It just kind of grazes off his armor. As the dude is a little bit in a panic. The third one, who was attacking Kosho, is going to turn to Jotun and go to try to hit Jotun. What's your armor again, Jotun? 14. Okay, both hit. And he does 19 points of slashing.
all right.
As he
I'm gonna.
manages to carve through you twice. Know what you're doing?
I was gonna use Stone's endurance, so I'm gonna
Okay,
roll a
so-
D12.
Yeah, you do that. And whatever is left, you will reduce that damage by that.
Is this a D12 right here? No, I'll just roll 2D6s, I guess.
Roll the d12, because you have a better
Yep.
chance with a d6 of rolling higher. The d12 is right below the d20 on the list. You roll the d8. There you go, that's the d12. Wow, you rolled the same number twice on 2 different dice. Alright, so you reduce your damage by 6. So you take 13 points of slashing damage. Nope, but you half that. So you take 6 points of slashing damage.
Awesome.
I forgot you're raging. Good that I reminded myself of that. All right. Now, it is Kosho's turn. Kosho, what are you doing?
Who's closest to me?
Probably the dude who's prone right now because you did disengage from the one you were fighting.
No, I didn't do disengage. I did sorry, it isn't it isn't step of the wind, it's path of defense.
Oh, you were doing patient defense. He
Er-
wouldn't have
er-
left if you were doing patient defense. I didn't
Oh,
realize that.
well, that's
I-
all right, that's fine.
Yeah, I'd gotten you. I thought you disengaged him and stepped
It's all
the
good.
wind away.
I can still play off of that.
Yeah,
The closest guy next to me, you said, is
the prone dude who is laughing
Prone
hysterically.
Man. I'm gonna try it.
Get out of him.
So if you go up to him, you get to attack with advantage. Due to him being prone, you have advantage
Splendid.
on all attacks.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do 2 unarmed strikes, and then hopefully another unarmed strike for free.
So you're doing one attack and then.
Yeah. So you can do an additional unarmed strike. I think it's what, 2nd level, without using any key.
Yeah, you get like an additional one at the 2nd or 3rd level,
Yeah, and then
and you can start using key to attack more and more.
for the flurry of blows.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I guess I'll just do the 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and roll. Here's the first one. It hit 17.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, cool. Here's damage. That is 6. Okay. And then here's another one. That's 15. Does that hit?
Yeah. That hits.
Cool. And 4 damage. All right, so 10 damage in total.
Okay, so
Wait,
he
I think
takes-
I think it's that you can use unarmed strike and that you can use a bonus action to use unarmed strike or something.
Yeah.
I can't.
You get if you don't use a key point, it's just the 1 extra unarmed strike. Over time, you get more attacks per turn, but you only get 1 unarmed strike with a bonus action unless you use a key point.
You're
But
just
you-
watching your monk just wail on this dude like for 5 minutes, just
And this
beating
man
the
gets to roll a wisdom saving throw, which he
Oh.
fails, so he is still laughing uncontrollably, even though he
Oh,
is taking
God.
some serious damage. And on that note, it is Orion's turn.
Well, now I'm wondering if I should just go after the other guy that he disengaged from. How far?
Here's what I'm gonna put out there.
Yeah.
Your spellcaster who's on the ground probably could do a lot of damage.
Okay.
I'm
All right,
just
I got
gonna put it up.
I got a plan. So, hold on, let me pull it up. So Calder's within 60 feet of me.
Yes,
For sure.
He's like 10 feet away from you.
Gotcha. I'm going to do healing word on Calder then.
Okay. Roll that healing.
4.
Calder, you regain 4 hit points and are no longer dying.
And then for my wildfire spirit, what's his movement? Okay, I'm gonna have the wildfire spirit go over to Calder and then do fiery teleportation and take him. Oh god, what is it?
By the way, healing word is a bonus action.
But I would rather just do.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there for future reference.
Okay, it doesn't come up on as bonus action on Beyond for some reason. But I'm gonna teleport Calder 15 feet back away from the orcs.
Okay.
I think it says if he's a willing creature.
I'm ready, willing, and able. I'll tell you that much.
I would like to get away from this fight.
Yes, I'd like to get away from the bad man that touched
Is
me.
he? Oh shit. Is the orc and Kosha within 5 feet of Calder's body?
No, they're about probably 20 feet away.
Thank God. Okay, so they don't have to take any
No.
throws. Cool. So I'll just teleport Calder 15 feet back away from the orcs,
Okay.
and that will be my turn.
Okay. So Calder's now teleported away. It is now Jabber's turn.
I'm so glad
Oh,
that worked
champ.
out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Which
Oh.
with Jabbers being next to Kosho, who is still fighting. Nope, the one guy just went off and went to fight the other guy. He is going to. What is he going to do? I know what he'll do. He's going to pull out his sling and he's going to start swinging it around. And he's going to launch. He's going to crit for one, and he's going to launch a stone at the man who just attacked Jotun.
Nice.
Knocking him in the side of the head. The rock actually digging in to the skull a little bit. As he kind of arcs his head forward a little bit, turns back and growls in the direction of Jabbers, who is then going to run in the direction of where Calder is. Because he is not willing to fight anymore. And it is now back to Calder, top of the order. This is round 4 of combat. Calder, you gotta make your first. You gotta make your second action.
Yeah, honestly. There's one last guy you said.
There's one prone. They're all still alive. Not one of them is dead yet.
Okay.
Two are being gripped, and the other two. One is attacking Jotun. One is on the ground, laughing hysterically still.
So there's 2 near Jotun, one on Spec
There's 2 on Jotun, 1 on Specs, and 1
on the ground.
Okay, I will use my twin spell and quicken spell. Waste all of my sucky points to make 3 scorching rays.
Jesus.
Roll 9 attacks.
Yep.
And who are you hitting? Is it everyone?
There are 3 alive, right?
All 4 are alive.
I'll just hit the 3 weakest.
The one Jotun is holding looks pretty weak. There's
17, 9.
That's a hit.
That's a miss.
Crit fail.
That's a miss.
So he'll take 4 damage.
Okay. The one in Jotun's hands gets struck in the side, burning, going through his torso just a little bit as he lets out a weakened cry.
11.
That's
15,
a miss. That's a hit.
16.
Those are both hits.
That's 15 damage.
You strike this man with actually, how do you want to do this? Because he's just being held by Jotun. Are you just gonna burn him up?
Oh,
Wait,
no.
Wait, hold
All
on.
3 of these are hitting
If you're
3
about
different
to-
people.
If
Hitting
you're
who?
about to kill him, I wouldn't focus. Yeah, go ahead. Never
They're
mind.
hitting 3 different people.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
you're
yeah.
doing a different
So
order?
this,
Okay.
this 15 damage is on the next guy.
Okay. So this
Hell
is
no,
okay.
I'm not wasting damage.
Okay. So you
Mhm.
strike the one who's being held by Specs.
Yep.
You do the same thing as you did with the other one, burning him pretty deeply into the side as he. No, he's not being held by Specs. He's just standing before Specs. You strike him in the side, burning deep into his body as he stumbles a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And then 18 and 16 hit, I'm guessing, and another 15 damage.
Yes.
Alright, cool.
And the one who just got a rock lodged into his head, you strike with 2 more beaming rays of hot energy, burning the side of his face and the side of his torso.
Get wrecked, nerds.
And he lets out a low growl as he turns in your direction. Svex, It is now your attack.
Bryce. Pretty sure he's back, so.
I heard him for a second.
Microphone was muted. Sorry. Is it my turn once again?
Yes, that's what I said.
Is the guy that I'm grappling still alive?
You're not grappling him anymore, but he is alive, yes.
How much force would it take to remove his head from his body at the current health points that he's at?
You wouldn't be able to do it.
Damn it. All right. Fuck. I guess I'm gonna swing at him with my great axe.
With your D's.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll attack.
14.
You just miss as he manages to step backwards away from your swing. You graze the slight bit of leather armor he's wearing underneath his shirt.
Damn it.
He looks at you almost a little bit in shock. Almost like he was actually expecting to get hit, and he's more shocked that he managed to step back than anything else.
How far back did he step?
Not that far. Like, he's still in your hit range. He, like, stepped back to, like, avoid your attack, and he's back where he was.
I see. I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
Actually, no, never mind. That's all I can do.
All right. Jotun.
All right, so this dude is about to get the bruising of a lifetime because his head is coming removed from his body with this next strength check. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, if he doesn't succeed, then he's probably he's gonna die.
Hold on,
You
let me
failed.
I have to pull it back up. There we
Unless you manage to roll some shitty ass roll. No.
Oh!
Yeah, he's
Please give me the most vivid description possible based on that roll, please.
okay. Let's see. Grappling. All right. You, as you were holding this creature or this half orc, you feel the bones you're gripping on give way, and like crushing a watermelon, his chest kind of burst. And you, as you were doing this, kind of give a quick yank up, pulling both part of the collarbone out of the body as well as the dangling, surprised head of the individual
Yummy.
who is staring lifelessly at you as his body collapses below him. And now I got to roll some wisdom saves. Well, he wouldn't have seen it. And he succeeds, so he keeps his composure. But you have slayed one of the half-orcs.
Wait, so all three of them?
One is
Keep
incapacitated, can't even look at you because he's laughing hysterically. One is focused on Svex, hasn't really noticed. And the one next to you passed his composure check.
Okay.
So, he has kept his composure.
Sorry, and then I just want to prepare a grapple, and then yeah.
So you won't be able to do that only because that was your action to crush him.
Oh, okay.
Though you do have a bonus action left over. Bonus action, you could punch. Bonus action counts as your second swing if you were to try to punch.
Oh, okay, yeah. I could I would just try to punch the guy directly behind me with that manticore, so it's another D8.
Roll an attack.
Okay. Where is
it? Would just be the +7. I think so. Click on. I would just say click on your unarmed strike one.
Under is it skills?
Actions.
Actions, yeah, actions. Unarmed strike. And then another D8, right?
Yeah, you roll D8 once you find out what your. So that swing, you go to punch him, and he ducks below your fist, just
Aw,
as you
man.
swing at him, as if he was almost prepared for it. Though he is a little. He's you can definitely tell he's a little unnerved from what you just did to his compatriot.
His asshole.
His asshole. The one on you, Svex, is going to attempt to swing at you. First swing misses. The second one also misses. He's looking a little winded as he swings, glancing off your armor each swing with his sword, and realizing the kind of situation he is in, he is going to attempt to make a run for it.
Can I react and grab him?
He is leaving your attack range.
That is also true.
Yeah, he's leaving. He would invoke attack of opportunity.
Okay, I'm going to try and grab him.
Okay.
Am I just rolling regular d20? Like, is it like an attack with an advantage or?
It's just a normal attack.
It would just be a normal attack on him.
It only takes your reaction though.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me roll my dice. 14 plus 6.
Jesus.
Let's see what he rolls for his dex save.
Dirty 20.
So he also rolled a dirty 20.
Oh,
Interesting.
So
You flip a coin.
No, it's the save.
Yeah, generally the save wins on these kind of things.
Wow.
So he just slips out of your grip and he manages to run 20 feet. Kind of back behind the stairs, kind of back the direction of where you know the black market to be.
Gotcha.
The one on you, Jotun, is seeing his friend fleeing like this, and after what he just witnessed, is going to use his action to disengage, and he is going to follow suit, and does not provoke attack of opportunity.
Unless he has Sentinel.
Unless he has Sentinel, which I don't think he does. But he slips past you, kind of ducking away from you and sprinting after his friend. The one on the ground continues laughing.
Wait, no, that's probably an action. Never mind.
Yeah, the one on the ground continues to laugh. He is laughing hysterically. It is your turn, Kosha.
Okay. Should I try killing the prone man?
Or at least like, knocking him unconscious.
Yeah,
I'm
we may
surprised
need
he
run
hasn't run out of air.
He's been wheezing really hard. Like this man is crying. He's been laughing so hard.
Bro, can I give him oxygen? Not just kidding.
You can give him
Roll
the
from mouth to mouth.
Just kidding.
we want to
No.
tie him up or something.
Who's the nearest enemy next to me?
The guy on the ground.
That's
laughing.
it.
The other
left.
one is dead. The other two are probably about 40 feet. One's 40 feet from you. The other one's probably about almost 50 feet from you by this point.
Oh joy. All right, screw it. Yeah, I'll attack the floor man.
All right, roll your attacks upon floor man. Floor man.
First one, 20 unnatural.
That's a hit. We call those
damage.
dirty. All right, and with that hit, he stops laughing.
Oh, okay.
And he's clenching his gut. You still have two more. You have attack on him, or you can you know what to do.
Yeah, I do. Here we go. 15.
That's a hit.
And that does 4 damage.
That's 2 with 4 damage. He's looking pretty battered and beaten. It is your turn, Orion. As two make a run for it, and the other one is now broken the spell that Jabberus has placed upon him.
How far are they from me?
Same distance as Kosho. So one's 40, one's about 50.
Cool. I'm gonna do flaming sphere right in between them.
Okay. What is the requirement for said flaming sphere?
Let's see. If they are within 5 feet, they must make a dexterity saving throw. If they fail, they take 2d6.
So roll your damage for it, because I assume you take half if you.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That would be
roll 9 damage.
Yeah.
So
well, yeah.
one of them fails, kind of runs through this fireball, kind of catching fire as he's running through, making just very loud screams coming from him as he's running down the road. The other one, however, kind of just glances off the side of it, barely avoiding the damage from it, kind of patting out the flames as he keeps running. Jabbers, who Jabbers doesn't do anything. He is going to.
I still have my wildfire spirit for bonus action.
Oh yeah, you can.
I'm gonna do the seed, the flaming fiery seed, which is 60 feet, and I'm gonna try to attack the one that didn't get as hit.
How far did you teleport Kelder back?
15.
Oh yeah, that's right, 15 feet. Can I move? Can I do a move and then an action with my wildfire spirit?
You mean moving it?
Yeah, moving the wildfire spirit and then also attack with it.
Does it have a movement?
Yeah, it says 30 feet.
Okay, yeah, it can move and then it can do the attack. Yes.
Cool. I'll do that. I'll have him move up 30 feet and then attack with fiery or flame seed.
Which one do you want it to hit?
Whichever one only got glanced by this sphere.
Okay, roll attack with your creature.
1d6 plus 2.
No, roll attack, not damage.
4 damage.
You roll attack.
Yeah, it's a 1d6 plus 2.
No, that's damage. Attack. You roll attack.
Oh, that's right. A 20. That's right. My bad. A 10. I don't think that hits.
Plus 5.
Oh, 15.
Yes, which does hit. So it does do 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yes. So it strikes the guy in the back. He kind of stumbles forward a little bit. This black scorch mark in the back of the leather armor he's wearing underneath the shirt. That is not quite a shirt anymore, just more of like pieces of cloth hanging over a leather piece of armor. But they are still running and still going. Jabbers gets to Calder and stops and kind of leans over panting for a moment. Doesn't do anything else. So it is back to Calder.
Okay. Is that guy still running from us?
The two are still running. The one is still on the ground, but he is not laughing anymore. He's not incapacitated. He is now just prone.
Cool, I gave him the beatdown.
Are the people in a line?
No. They're kind of offset from each other.
Wait.
Kind of diagonal from each other.
Offset.
From you, one is about about
from each other. Just
from each other. They're about 5 feet from each other.
That's all you had to say.
Probably 5 to 10 feet, something like that.
Is it 5 or is it 10?
We'll say 5.
Okay, cool. So they can be hit with Agonar's Agonizar's Scorcher, which is a 30-foot beam, 5 feet long, or 30 feet long, 5 foot wide beam, and they take 3d8 or half on a.
Are you close enough to hit that?
Are they 30 feet away?
They're more than
They
30
are.
feet.
One is about probably 55 feet from you. The other one is about 60.
Well, I'll move 30 feet and then do it.
Okay.
Please be good dice. It's okay, but 13 damage.
Okay. As you fire this, one of them glances back in your direction, seeing his friend just completely get eviscerated by this beam as he dives. It hitting a pretty good portion of his side, but doesn't hit him entirely. As he rolls in the dirt a little bit and then limping keeps trying to run. He's not looking too good. His friend though, a pile of ash.
Pog.
Dear
it is
Lord,
now
you guys are like
Svex's turn.
Obliterating.
the range guys. They're finally doing something when they're running away.
Well, Calder was down for fight. Svex,
Well,
it is now your turn.
to be fair, I did bring Calder back and snatch him out of
No,
the
I'm joking. Jabbers helped out a lot too, actually.
I will say my rolls have been shit, so
Hey, rock, paper, scissors, guys.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors. Where'd he go? All right, Svex. There's now you in the order. He walk away again.
walk away or fall asleep.
Both.
Probably both.
Walked away and fell asleep. He's still asleep, but he's walking. Dead man walking. Oh, God.
Walking. You can just roll for him. He's probably just gonna attack the guy that's nearest to us.
There's no one near. Oh yeah, I had the guy on the ground.
I was gonna say, what do you mean there's no one near us?
He's gonna try to executioner style the guy on the ground.
Wait, no, we want to keep him alive.
Nah.
I
mean, at this point.
He goes down. He brings the axe on the guy's back. The guy letting out a very loud cry of pain. Before kind of going limp a little bit. He's still alive, but he's not looking good like his other friend. Jotun.
I would like to check I don't have rope or anything. Does anyone have rope?
I think I do.
I don't.
All right, I'm gonna reach out for who said they have it? Is it Orion?
Well, I gotta see if I have
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna reach out for Orion's rope and try and hold this and tie this guy down.
I do not have rope, actually.
All right. I mean that's.
Wait, no, I do. Never mind. My bad. I got 50 feet of rope.
It's like government issued. Like everyone has rope. I don't understand.
No, I typically you do because Explorer's Pack has rope, but
Oh, the Scholars Pack doesn't. I forgot. The only pack that doesn't supply rope.
yep.
Okay. Roll. I would say. Roll. I'll say athletics to hold him down and tie him up, and he's going to try to contest you with an athletics check or acrobatics.
Should it be with an advantage because he's beating the shit right now?
No, but you'll probably beat him anyway.
Oh my god. 25.
Wow. You beat him by 3. He struggles a bit. It takes you a moment, but you do manage to kind of keep his hands behind his back as you tie him down. His other friend is going to dash. Is going to make it another 60 feet as he is about to round a corner.
Before he does that, I'm gonna look up at everyone and be like, "Yeah, thanks for the help, jackasses. You could have really helped and gave me an advantage there on that." But
First
I'm
words you
30
speaks.
feet away from you, fucktard.
I actually could have given you advantage on shit. I just realized.
I'm just saying, if another person was holding him down, wouldn't I get advantage on that?
Well, I have fairy fire, which I think would give you advantage.
It also might have killed him, but
Yeah,
okay.
any attack roll against affected creature object has advantage if the attacker can see it.
Okay. The one guy is going to attempt to struggle in his bonds. He fails. He does not move. He is restrained. Kosho.
Wait, can I use a bonus
Yeah.
action to try and knock him unconscious without killing him, or is there a chance it would kill him?
In his state, you might, and your, person, you might kill him on accident.
Okay, well then yeah, I'll hold off
Death,
and just put him
death,
on my
death,
shoulder.
death.
So, Kosho, are you gonna do anything?
Well, I'd like to assist. I'd like to assist anybody else who is in need of assistance. Who is near me?
Everyone is kind of in a kind of. You guys are
Doing
within like a
shit.
30-foot circle of each other.
Yeah.
The one guy is
fun.
about 60 to 80 feet away from all of you, depending on who you are, and actually 60 to 90 feet probably. Actually
Isn't he
greater
like
than that.
limping away?
He's limping away, but he's still keeping the pace that he was keeping.
Should we finish him?
Like he's about to round a corner, like at this point.
Oh, I got him next turn because I still got the flame sphere and it can move 30 feet.
He ran 60. He ran 60 feet, so he's out of the range of it.
How tall is like? Okay, are we in like an alleyway or just like in between buildings or what? What are we?
You
Where we at?
are.
His ass.
You guys are. It's one of the levels, so the levels are about 30 feet to 40 feet tall of an area. The area you're in is small buildings. It's more slum-like area because you guys are still on the bottom level. And where he's running. It looks to be a more slum-like building. The building looks like it's barely keeping itself.
Can I, since my jump height is doubled because of the disengage, can I jump on top of the buildings?
A lot of the buildings.
Or at least try and like make my way onto like a I don't know, some sort of foothold and hoist myself up.
The nearest building to where you are, because the middle area is kind of open, would be about 40 feet from you.
Oh, fun.
And he's run past the stairs and is turning into a place. He's from you specifically, Kosho. He's about.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and.
He's about
try and
80
catch up
feet
to him.
from you. Okay,
I think I can make a good athletics check.
You can use your action to dash as well as your regular running or your regular movement.
Cool. I will do that. Is that under? Do I need to interact with
It's
anything
just
on?
under
So
action.
dashing just
Do
doubles
it.
your movement speed.
Gotcha. Cool.
So
yeah, I'll dash
what is your movement speed?
40. That's walking.
Okay. You pretty much get right almost to him by this point, just dashing towards him. But that is the end of your turn. Yes. That is the end of your turn.
Yes.
Orion.
I do not know what to do. I guess I could do. I guess I could do Scorching Ray again to try to hit the guy
What is
that's
the range
running.
on Scorching Ray?
Yeah, I might just do that.
What is the range on it?
120.
Yeah, he's within range. Yeah.
All right. You want me to do all the rolls to attack, see if they all hit?
Yeah, roll all three. See which ones hit.
All right, that one definitely doesn't hit. That one, it's a 14. I think that just misses.
That just misses, yeah.
I got a 24 on the last
That
one.
hits. Roll that damage.
Cool.
Something tells me he's not making this.
4.
Ooh. You fire your 3 rays, 2 of which strike the buildings around him. The last manages to hit him in the back, burning a deep wound in him. And when this happens, you can actually see bone. You can see part of his ribs and his actual spine from this burn. He's not looking good as he is still running. Jabbers is still not doing anything. Calder, it's back to you.
Pog. I will, he took a dash action, didn't he?
Yeah, he's about 90
60
feet from
feet.
you.
90 feet?
No, he would be 80 feet from you. Because you were 20 feet from him when you hit him with your attack. And then he dashed, which was another 60.
Only 80 feet? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Magic missile reaches 120, bitch boy. 5 damage,
Yeah, you got
3
him.
damage,
It doesn't fucking matter.
and 5 damage.
You eviscerate this man. When
Just put
the
3
first
holes through him.
the
2
first
under
one,
each collarbone and 1 through the
yes.
skull.
There you go. Oh, are you doing the Navy SEALs? 2 shots to the chest, 1 to the head?
Yep.
All right. You just watch as this man just gets eviscerated. These bolts of energy just burning through him and just dropping the body. And for you, Kosho, you had the missiles whip past your ears in a little high-pitched whistling noise as they flew into him, burrowing deep and killing him on the spot.
Damn.
And you are now out of combat, technically, because you have the guy tied up, who is struggling, but he's not doing well and struggling.
I was just gonna say, is there a table or something nearby?
No.
Oh, so there's nothing I can place him on, or like a chair or anything?
No. You're just, it's an open area.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go pick up that orc's head,
Okay.
and yeah, I'm gonna hang on to that, and I'm gonna go over to Calder, wherever he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, if it's not obvious, I'm obviously suggesting we scare the shit out of this guy for information. If not scare him, we torture him. So,
Like tickle his feet.
Don't think that's a valid strategy, but, you guys do you, man.
I mean, I guess we could do that, yeah.
all right,
It is
cool.
up to you guys, though.
That's epic. Let's go.
So I guess roll. So what are you doing?
So I'm gonna slam this guy on the ground. Not hard, just like enough to make him feel it.
Okay.
And then, well, first I'm not talking, so Calder, I guess you ask questions. And I guess anyone else who would be within vicinity and wants to ask questions can.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess I'll just be asking, like, if you knew we were getting this already, why didn't you just approach us earlier? We could have had, like, just a friendly debate and not had to do this to you guys, but you did it to yourselves.
They have poor time management skills.
Yeah.
He lets out a few coughs and kind of looks at you weakly, and he just says,
Peace.
No. No, Candace. No, just kidding. No. He looks up at you weakly and says, we had gotten a tip not long before we showed up. Thought this would be easy. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
He just kind of coughs up a little bit of blood.
Anyone else have any questions for him?
Why are you trying to stop us?
We just wanted to get our potion back.
Shame. Could have just said so.
We did.
Yeah, well, you can't always get what you want.
Yeah, sometimes you just end up with a dead friend whose head is just laying on the ground.
A
He
dented
he
skull.
kind of looks up at you and says, Are you gonna kill me?
I do
want
not believe
to-
in such primitive ways.
I feel like he understands what must happen.
I think Bryce is asleep.
Bryce is asleep. Yeah, that's him snoring.
Do you guys want to do you guys want to do some fucked up? Do you guys want to do something fucked up to him?
No.
We could do a Rambo style thing where he runs out into a field and then we just shoot projectiles blindly at him until they hit him and kill him.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Why don't I just
Yeah.
take my mace and bury it in his skull?
Like run out into an open field where it's really hard to miss him.
We could do that.
With how I'm rolling, I don't think so.
I'm gonna mute Bryce so I don't have to hear his snoring.
No, don't worry. No. We'll get advantage. I'll break his ankle. And I'll keep his hands tied up. Huh?
Can you not kick Bryce, Tyler?
I don't want to kick him. I guess I could.
Disconnect.
Yeah,
just disconnect
let me
him.
disconnect him.
There, he's gone now.
Yeah, so I can break his ankle and keep his hands tied up. So we could have an advantage when we're throwing rocks at him and stuff.
Just toss him.
God.
Hey man, we're giving
Put
him a
him
chance
down
to
at
get
that
away.
point. Jesus.
We're giving him a chance to get away.
Are we?
He just kind of
I
looks
mean,
up
yeah,
at you
it's
guys
better
and
than
he's
me
just like,
curb stomping him right here.
if you let me go, I won't be a problem.
I mean, you've been nothing but a problem since this point, is all I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
This
So
is-
your
I-
track record so far has given me no indication otherwise.
He says, I was just doing what the boss said.
Who's your boss?
He kind of looks at the head.
Well, he got girl bossed a little too hard. Sorry, fam.
You're not even the boss, and yet he's the one without the that lost his head.
It's always a
And you're the
minion that survives.
Throw the knife first.
Oh wait, the head. Oh, he was the boss.
Yeah, you took the head off the boss. That's why the other two made a run for it.
I thought he was looking at the head because he was thinking about telling us the boss's name, and
No,
then
he was-
looked at the head. But the boss, okay, yeah, that's funny.
It didn't seem like you asked your boss before you threw a knife in my friend's fucking face.
That was him. I didn't throw the knife.
Yeah, you.
Remember, this is the guy who got hit with a magic with a guiding bolt at the beginning of the fight. He was the one in the back.
Oh, I thought he was the leader.
No, the leader was the one who got his head ripped off.
Oh.
Clearly, my storytelling needs work, but
No, I think
No,
that's just.
we
I think I
just-
wasn't paying attention.
We just mixed up the characters. That's fine.
Because
And
like
it's
people
been a
like
while since-
switched. It was like he's getting grappled, but then he disengaged and then move, and I was like,
yeah,
no,
it was a lot of shit going on. Yes, but yes, he is. Yeah, he was the one who attacked Calder first once combat actually started. He wasn't the dagger guy. He was the one who
brutally
downed.
with the scorching rays.
Yes, he was the one who was laughing the entire fight.
Not laughing now, are you?
Laugh at
Yeah,
these,
clearly.
bitch.
He didn't.
I don't see you laughing.
It's so vile.
I'm serious. I think we should play a game with him. I think we should
I
I
think
have
we
a
should
better idea. Can I make concrete and put it on his fucking feet?
we should find a wild animal and like maim him and
I
like
got you. I know. Beast Bond, where I can I can like befriend animals.
yeah, yeah, and then we make him fight this wild animal to the death.
Or I'll just
Oh.
wild shape into like a fucking tiger or some shit.
Wild shape into these.
No, we can't be the ones to do it. We gotta like do it in some fucked up way.
I do have my wildfire spirit.
Burn him to death.
No,
No.
I say we just go ahead and get straight back to the prince as fast as possible.
Yeah.
That's true. We do
That
have
is-
a
wow.
time sensitive potion.
I mean, I have all the time. in
Here,
the world.
I knock him out. I give him a swift little kick to the noggin, and then we just run.
Roll
Wait, he's got
non-lethal
fur,
damage.
right?
Roll for
He's an orc.
damage.
Does he
Yeah,
have
roll
any
for damage, but it's non-lethal, so
Orc.
depending on how much damage you do will depend on what happens.
You can choose for it to be non-lethal though.
Yeah, that's why I said it's non-lethal.
Yeah.
Okay, you knock him out.
Does he have money on him that I can take?
Roll an investigation.
Hell yeah. 17.
You find about 5 gold on him.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna take it.
So you guys are now taking an unconscious man to the prince.
Yeah, I guess since you guys didn't want to have fun.
And on that note, I think this is where we'll end for tonight. So you guys are dragging this unconscious man towards the prince. We will end here tonight, mainly because it is midnight.
It's bedtime. Yeah.
It's bedtime. It's sleep. As Bryce has already shown, it is time to go to sleep. But that was a good session. Thank you guys for a fun session. We had a great
I
time.
apologize for not hitting any of my rolls.
Hey, it makes it more interesting for me. But we will continue this in 2 weeks. And I gotta write some more story. I had stuff left over from today's notes, so I have more stuff for next time, but I'm gonna write more. I think things are gonna get a lot more interesting. I'm hoping that some of us, not gonna name any names, get better about paying attention and not falling asleep. But other than that, and I'm talking shit, which is, what we do here to each other, only each other. I'm gonna end the stream, so hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to catch up on past episodes, check out the YouTube page, which I think is in the description. I don't know. I keep forgetting if it is or not. Or join the Discord, the Twitter, or just follow us on Twitch if you want updates whenever we're streaming. And as always, I hope to see you all. Well, we hope to see you all in the next one because I can't say I because it's not completely my channel.
Tune in for keeping up with the kobolds.
Yes, that'll be next week, a week from today.
Oh,
Keeping
yeah.
up with the kobolds. And as always, see you all in the next one. Peace.